Winding the hands up.
Okay, there goes the hands. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Walter's doing it. We are live. Welcome back to the show. I think this is episode 105 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, live from the Big Daddy Gun Studios. As you see right there, my camera has somehow been moved around here in the studio, so I'm not 100% used to that. Quite yet. So, you know, it's going to be me and Walter tonight. We were just saying mano a mano.
Mano a mano.
You know, ebony and ivory. You know.
They're in perfect harmony.
Yeah. Which one of the boxers had like a big fight where it was like a black versus white thing? I'm trying to think of. It's not really a rumble in the jungle.
No.
It's not we can't say it's a rumble in the jungle, but, you know. Probably not since who was the guy that Rocky actually went up against? Damn it, what was Mr. T's name in that movie?
I tried to tip my tongue.
Oh man, I can't believe it. Okay, we're gonna have to look this up now.
Oh, I hate that.
Damn it, what was Mr. T's name in the first Rocky movie?
Somebody out there.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's kind of like I would obviously be the Mr. T.
I think I'm the
Walter
white
would
guy.
be the Rocky, but even though Walter's technically bigger than me, I'd probably still knock him out with my awesomeness. You know, I think I would win that fight.
I take the knockout for a good payday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? Yeah. You take a dive, huh?
Yeah. What the heck? You know.
Oh, it's a good. Oh, Lang. Was it Killer? Oh,
Killer Lang.
Clubber Lang. I cannot believe I forgot that.
Oh man. I like the new Snickers ad's awesome though, where he rides up in the tank and
I haven't seen that. I should look that up on YouTube. I haven't seen it yet. We should do like a Walter versus Hank thumbnail for this video, and we should maybe someone out there can do it. Babyface is not going to be here. He's supposed to be with us tonight, but maybe someone can Photoshop that, like my head on Mr. T's body. And then Walter's head on that's gonna look weird. Walter on Rocky's body, but
yeah, no. Put me on. What's the other white dude that fought Rocky? You're
talking about the guy who he was like in the movie. He was Russian.
Yeah, they play a Russian guy, but he's actually Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, he's
give me that guy. That dude. He's pretty square chinned. You know.
Yeah. I like Dolph Lundgren. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, I think he's actually a really smart guy too. I heard. You know, it's like
yeah. I met him, and he's he's one of those people that I've actually met in real life. I used to work at this hospital in New York City, and he came in there to do a lot of his sports medicine training. And just like a lot of these dudes, they're not as big as you think they are. I was bigger than them.
Wow.
Height wise, not.
Oh yeah, right.
Obviously not. In the muscle category, but. I remember one time I ran into Mario Van Peebles.
Oh yeah,
and I think he was in the second Highlander movie. You ever saw Highlander movies?
Might have.
Yeah, so that's like only one. Like these guys, they were immortal, but they had to kill all the other guys to be immortal or some kind of to stay immortal or to rule them all or whatever. Right. So that's what the first one was about. And all of them, where they're all killing each other, and that's how they get more power every time they take the other guy's head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mario Van Peebles was in one of those, and if you look at that movie, you will swear Mario Van Peebles is this big, massive dude.
Yeah.
And I was doing something, and I was talking on the phone in the lobby of the hospital, and this guy walked right under my arm, and I was like, who the hell is this guy? And it was Mario Van Peebles.
He's a troll.
I was like, how did this guy, when you see people on a movie screen, they look massive. So there you go. Yeah. Richard Hughes says the first movie was the best, a Highlander movie.
Well, usually those kind are the best, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we somehow digressed into the conversation of movies.
Quickly, yeah.
Whatever. He says he was in the movie Solo, and he was in a badass werewolf movie. And I think the reason why I'm thinking about Mario Van Peebles, because there's some kind of TV show that's kind of like a takeoff on, is it called Superstition? I think that's the name of his show. But there's this other show with these brothers who have all the Supernatural. There's like a black takeoff on the Supernatural thing that my brother has been looking at with Mario Van Peebles, and he seems to like the show. We're into that like occult sci-fi kind of werewolf monsters and all that kind of stuff.
Did you? I saw it the other night. It was on. I usually don't watch a lot of broadcast CBS, but they had the Carol Burnett 50th anniversary show on.
No, I didn't see it. And okay, how was it?
Oh, well, she's funny, and her show was funny, and she had some other people on. They were showing different parts from the show and different people and all this stuff. But God, I just gonna mention something you were talking about, something related to it. No, I can't remember.
Oh, werewolves? I said something.
Yeah, the werewolf. Yeah, there was a skit in there that what's his name? Not Tim Conway, but the other guy, Paul.
Is Tim Conway still around?
Yeah, I guess he is, but he's not in real good health.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was funny. He was funny.
There's this thing where they're talking about werewolves, and her and the other guy are saying werewolves, they don't exist. There's no such thing. And the other guy's like, well, he's turning into a werewolf on the side. It was funny. You had to see it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I believe that there are such a things as all these things like werewolves and vampires.
Harvey Korman.
Harvey Korman. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's not. I do believe there are werewolves and vampires and Frankensteins and zombies and all that, but it's not what you think. They're regular human beings, but it's how they act. So to me, like a werewolf is the kind of person who pretends to be one thing. They pretend to be real nice, but
Dr. Really, Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
They're really evil and destructive. That's kind of like a werewolf. A vampire is kind of a person who, does the same kind of thing. They're always living off of people and feeding off of people.
Well, that's called a leech.
Yeah, you've got Frankenstein monsters, like people who are,
lots of plastic surgery. Yeah.
Oh yes, that too. We have all kinds of monsters in real life, my friends. Yeah. So just be on the lookout for the real life monsters out there. That's the scary thing. So you know what? Usually in this show, I think did we even say put your big girl panties on?
Oh no,
I can't remember.
We didn't.
Okay, I
hope
you guys.
1, 2, 3, go.
Put your big girl panties on. It's me and Walter. It's gonna be a little crazy.
I hope so.
Yeah, and Lola is not even here yet. I got here late, so it's not Walter's fault. He was on time today.
I was waiting anxiously. I was all set up. And,
I think you're fronting. I don't believe it. Usually, I gotta send you that text, like Walter.
I made some dinner, which was some breakfast again. Peggy hasn't been feeling good today, so she was.
Really?
I don't know why, but but anyway,
well, so shout outs to Peggy because she's awesome.
Yeah, I made breakfast. We all ate. I even had dessert already. Nope.
Damn, Walter. You didn't know what to do with yourself.
I
hope you weren't spanking your monkey.
Nope. I left Big John over there on the side. He's good to go.
And if anyone is looking at this, I am not talking about like the euphemism maybe, or I don't know how the hell you say that for spanking your monkey. He actually has a monkey that people are trying to get him to spank. It's not a real monkey. What is it?
Big John, the Chimpy Chief.
Big John, the Chimpy Chief.
So,
yeah.
Now I touched it, so you start that conversation again.
So absolutely, there you go. He touched his monkey. All right. We're going to talk specifically about this 10mm HiPoint carbine that just got announced. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a link here in a second because we'll come back and talk about it. I want to encourage everyone to click the thumbs up. So we've got lots of folks watching this. Maybe I should actually like mute my cell phone. That's a good idea.
What the heck?
Mute the cell phone.
Boom.
Okay. Yeah. So, we've got lots of people watching. Please click the thumbs up. Please share. Throw in some hashtags like hashtag Hank Strange, hashtag WMMF podcast. We came up with some hashtags yesterday that I totally forgot now. I can't remember the hashtags from yesterday. We can do hashtag Big Girl Panties.
Oh, you know what? Today is Tactical Tuesday. That's my new thing for Tuesday. Tactical Tuesday.
Oh, so we should have named this.
Well, you can name it what you want, but I was just thinking about it this morning.
I think other people have Tactical Tuesday.
Yeah, I didn't do anything tactical today, but it just sounds cool.
Yeah. That's all these days that everyone's coming up with is getting a little annoying.
I think Monday.
Let's call it Tarantula Tuesday.
Terrorist.
Yeah.
Triceratops Tuesday. There we go.
Triceratops.
Yeah, Triceratops. Make it complicated.
We'll talk about dinosaurs or something.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. Yeah.
All these weird things that people have going on. So please click the thumbs ups. We need that. If you hate us, click the thumbs downs. It's all good. You know,
yeah,
we'll take it. Whatever.
Somebody was out there asking how long it takes to get an SHTF 50. Normally it doesn't take very long, but right now I'm waiting on some barrels. So as soon as I get those barrels in,
the barrels,
barrels in. We'll be knocking them out again.
You know, I heard that the burls word is like spreading like fire across the internet. I hope people realize who started the burls.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because I heard other people are using that now.
Using that terminology. Yeah, we'll get
spread, but I hope we get credit for it.
Yeah, we'll get hijacked. Yeah.
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 I heard some other people are using the burls.
Hijack, bushwhack, whatever term you want.
Trademark Hank Strange and Kevin Dixie and Walter Keller. Burls. Yeah,
I'll let Kevin have that one all his own if he wants.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna do the shout out right now to everyone who's in the chat. Looks like Mark Wagner was first. Kentucky Firearms, Joe Carpenter, what's going on? Tango Hunter. Yeah, so it looks like there was a little bit of a scuffle to see who was first. So
Street fight.
Yeah, MW Tactical.
Street fight.
Kentucky Firearms Network. There you go. Michael Blender. Let's see who else is in here.
Testosterone
Chris Bullis.
Tuesday.
Testosterone Tuesday. That's a good one.
There you go. Yeah.
That's actually a good one. Testosterone Tuesdays. Yeah, pretty soon there will be no testosterone in the world. I keep telling you guys, all the men are fading out of the world.
It's cyclic, man.
The last of the men die with our sons.
Yeah.
So
you hear that scumbag, that John Conyers guy? He's gonna drop out, right? But he wants his son to take his seat.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
What is he like? Is he like royalty or something? Yeah. What is
these people? Listen, first of all, be careful. Mind the P's and Q's. But yes, don't start nothing.
I didn't say nothing.
Don't start nothing. Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, that's what the hell's going on, man. I think that. And it's not their fault. You know what? I don't blame him. I don't blame John Conyers for that shit.
What do you mean? What are you talking about, Willis?
I blame the people who accept that bullshit.
Well, I agree with you, too.
I blame the people in the communities that they're supposed to represent that say, what? You're out of your mind. You screwed us over, and then we're going to choose your son? No, forget that nonsense.
Way, man. Well, you know how it goes.
So, yeah. So let me see. I'm going to keep going down here. I think I said Chris Bullis. What's going on? I'm trying to go through. LB Louis Cypher. What's up? Shut up and play your guitar as well. Let's see. Jackson Oldman, Foxtrot Echo. Also, the Tyven Show. The Tyven Show is in here. Screaming Skull Saloon. The Jackie Bear. Matt J. Matt J said jazz hands. Oh, wasn't it hashtag jazz hands that we did? I think, yeah. So when you guys are sharing this, like, so thumbs ups, share. When you share, do hashtag jazz hands.
Hashtag jazz.
I guarantee you, we didn't start that hashtag, but whatevs.
Well, we're glomming on to it.
Yeah, we could dominate it. We could dominate the hashtag. I'm pretty sure there's not too many dudes out there. There's also doing hashtag jazz hands. You know, much less like gun dudes. So Scott Kimball, Jacob Chambly. Oh, Jacob. Why does that sound? That name Chambly is very familiar to me. I think one of the dudes on Trailer Park Boys, his name is Chambly.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I believe.
Couldn't tell
I believe that, but I don't think we have any of the Trailer Park Boys watching us because that would be too awesome. You know, that would be too awesome. So what's up, Rick Day? Also, let's see who else is in here. TJ Blage, Morpheus. He says Morpheus W. He says hashtag Strange Nation. Okay, that's a good one.
Strange Nation.
Yeah, that's a good one. Tango Hunter said they moved the camera and the rifle. Yeah, I usually remove the rifle from there, and then I put up a rifle. Since I'm late, there is no rifle up there. Yeah. So
yeah, I don't.
That's how it goes. Walter will show. Walter, you got to show guns now.
Oh,
not right now, this minute.
Okay,
but you're gonna have to show some guns. Gerald / gang shooting says, "What's up?"
I'll have to dig something up.
He says, I'm sorry, it's not gang shooting. That's my dyslexia talking. It's Gerald/gag gun shooting. Brian Quick, what's going on? He's the one that told us about Clubber Lang. Richard Hughes also in here. Highway Run 77, Gerald Loafers. He just jumped on. Real Cujo is in here. Shout out to Real Cujo. Recall Junkie 1981, Ryan Brown, Vanessa Kitty, Gorillas and Guns. So there you go. E-Rock, Brian Quick. We've got Morty Rick as well in the house. I don't think I've seen Morty. I don't think I've seen Morty Rick before. Jack Barr. Let's see who else is in here. Wardex. Lola just got in. I don't know if you can hear her moving around, making messing around. Then we also have someone called Vanilla Gorilla.
Vanilla Gorilla.
And Vanilla Gorilla says Mario Van Peebles was in a badass werewolf movie. Okay. Real Cujo says he met Jennifer Love Hewitt at Walter Reed. Okay. I'm going to have to stop there and talk about Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Walter, don't you dare claim Jennifer Love Hewitt.
No, I'm not cute. I'm not claiming anything. That she can rock. She can rock the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got dibs, Walter. No. Jennifer Love Hewitt is pretty freaking awesome. You can't. I don't think anyone could argue that one.
No.
She's pretty awesome.
She's not a spring chicken. Still looks good. Yeah.
No, yeah, she still looks good, man. Everything's all there and intact and everything. Yeah. So lots of respect.
I think it's all real too. It's not like Dow Corning made or something, you know.
Okay. I don't know how much I care about that.
Well,
yeah. I mean, hey, look, it matters, but does it really matter?
It bumps up the quality level a little higher,
yeah.
You know.
Does it really matter? You know, I don't think that matters to dudes. I don't think we care. Oh, Forge from Freedom is here. He's in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Sam, if you're in the chat and you want to join us, Lola, mute your screen for crying out loud, woman.
It's not me this time.
Mute it. Okay, there we go.
Oh, it will be if somebody calls me. I
better
turn it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Forge from Freedom is in there. Shout out to Forge from Freedom. Sam, if you got time, you can jump on. Just get in touch with Lola, and maybe Lola will send you the things.
I got to call Sam. I keep forgetting to do it. So.
Yeah, Sam's a good guy, man. I like Sam, and I'm trying to encourage him to get on air more and like practice his social media or his skills of hanging out with the folks and talking to them. I think I said Vanessa Kitty, but if I didn't, one more time, Vanessa Kitty.
I think you did
as well. So I think that's it. Kimber Smith, I see also with us. Kimber Smith. So there you go. Lead Devil and opt out of gun control, which I think I said before. So okay, if I missed anyone, Hawkeye, I see that. Hawkeye said I've had a butt implant explode on me before. No. So okay, I'm trying to understand the logistics of that, Hawkeye. Was it you that had the butt implant inside of you explode, or
you're doing the bump with somebody in it?
Yeah. Were you doing some damage to a butt implant and it exploded?
Oh dear.
That's a good story. I think we would all like to hear about that.
No.
And no, you don't want to hear about it?
No. That sounds gross.
Yeah, LC is also in here with us. So shout out to everyone. If I missed anyone, Sleeping Angels is in here as well. If I missed anyone, Micro Jupiter 78 says hashtag guns and buns.
Gun? Oh, yeah.
Gorillas and Guns has a hashtag, which I'm not going to repeat. He said jizz hands, not jazz hands. Jizz hands. So.
You jag off. Yeah.
Yeah. Hawkeye says, I thought about getting butt implants, but not now.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so Hawkeye, I don't know if that's a dude or a dudette.
Dude,
I guess there's dudes that get butt implants, right?
I guess, man. I don't know. No.
Yeah, I know. Yes, Lola's telling me that dudes get the pectoral implant because The Rock got that one. And they get calf implants.
Scott Kimball, are you admiring the hat I have on right now? Because this is Tyven's hat. You got to talk to Tyven. I don't know if you'll get a signed one from Tyven.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, you got to be super special to get a signed one from Tyven. That's how it goes. I have to find my Tyven hat because I don't know. I have that hat. I don't know where it is. I need to bring it in. I need to keep a bunch of hats here in the studio in case I run in here. So we were talking about implants. So dudes, Lola says dudes get the pectoral implant because I know The Rock, he actually got that.
Really?
Yeah. And he got the calf implants as well, The Rock? Yeah, so dudes get calf implants as well, I guess. Yeah.
I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Are there any implants that you would do, Walter? You know,
negative. I don't need.
Would you
No, don't go there now.
Would you put an implant in the Keller jewels?
In the gimmick?
Yeah. I don't know what you call your particular situation. Mr. Johnson or
I don't want no
Willie Keller. I don't know what you.
I don't need no unnecessary knifing down in that region. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't a matter. It ain't a matter.
Yeah.
No. No.
I don't think I'm going to do that. There's plastic paraphernalia you can use if your junk doesn't work. There's all kinds of other things you could do.
There's pills.
Yeah, there's pills or whatever. At this point in my life, I would say no to all those various.
I don't want nobody putting no knife down on the thing. You know.
Yeah, I'm not happy. It takes a lot for me to have any kind of surgery, man. You know, and I have Crohn's, and I've had a couple of surgeries due to the fact that I have Crohn's and stuff like that. But
you don't want to have it unnecessarily just for that. I don't. You know.
Yeah. You know, but I'm not. You know, look, people do things. I'm not against. There's people that do lots of body modification and stuff like that, which is cool as long as you're being safe with it. I've seen some cool things. I've seen some not so cool things. I was reading the other day about this girl, and I didn't know you could do this, right? But this girl had a body implant, body modification where they inject this dye into your eyeball.
Oh.
So they inject it into your eyeball, and you can change the color, not your iris, but you can change the color of like what's white right now in your eyeball, and you can make it pink or purple or whatever. So this girl had that, and then it started leaking out of the side of her eye, and now her eye is all swollen, and she's going to lose that eye probably.
Well, so what's that tell you?
Yeah. Well,
you might not want to squirt that goo in your eyeball.
Yeah, but you can do what you want to do with your body.
Oh, as long as I'm not paying for it, hey, rock and roll.
Catwoman of New York.
Yeah, Lola's asking me about the Catwoman of New York. There's Catwoman of every state now, man. There's too many people that are over plastic surgery'd up. I'm okay with body modifications like ear rings, piercings, and
a boob job. You know, some people need some boobs. You know, but
yeah, or minus boob jobs. Some people have
that sometimes it's like an overburden.
Some people have to have some taken out.
Yeah, because it's just too much for the old body. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying you're not doing any kind of? Would you implant a gun in your body if you could? Would you go cyborg?
No. Yeah, Spencer was saying the other day, would you like to have like the shotguns in your forearms so you could just?
Yeah.
I'm like,
how about that?
No,
don't want it.
No. Now, if you got to get, you know, metal and stuff put in because of medical stuff, that's one thing. But you know, just to do it like, hey, tomorrow I think I'm gonna go get my, you know, this chopped up or this. It's like, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, listen. I think we all shouldn't be the same, and I support people being able to do whatever they want, and I have some friends who do a lot of body modifications. I think it's cool or whatever.
You know, if you
like someone's asking me, there's a woman like there's the Catwoman, but the Catwoman of New York didn't deliberately get surgery to look like a cat, but there are people who do get the surgery to look like a cat or different animals and things like that. Look, I'm fine with all that. It is like, you know, it's freedom. I truly believe in freedom. You can do what you want to your own body, and sometimes it goes bad. But
once again, as long as the gov's not paying for it, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, we all do things that go bad. You might ride a motorcycle. That's not necessarily a good idea.
Yeah, as long as your head don't hit the
But driving a car is not. Nothing is safe. Nothing that we do is safe or guaranteed.
Not for real. Not for sure. I mean, I test fire guns in the shop. You know, every once in a while. You know.
Yeah, but even guns, right? That does some damage to us. I mean, that's why we're pushing.
What'd you say? I can't hear you. What did you say?
Exactly. That's why we're pushing for suppressors for everyone, you know?
Yeah.
But and even with the thing about suppressors that people don't realize, even if every gun has a suppressor on it, you're still gonna need hearing protection. You know, especially if you shoot as repeatedly as we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you go down to the range and you wear Air Pro and you do like 5 rounds or 10 rounds or something like that, and of 22, and you wear Air Pro, it's all good. But
yeah,
that's the one thing with noise, is that repeated constant noise, even at a lower than what they say.
Yeah, I did a lot of grinding with metal grinding and sawing and cutting, and that stuff just kills your ears. So
yeah, industrial noise does a lot of damage to people all the time. So
yeah, I think most of my damage is from that, not so much from shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see here. I think there's some people that did body modifications to look like the creatures from Avatar, the movie. I might hit a chick like that once. I might tap it out just for the, you know, just once. I don't know. No, Walter, too weird.
No, I'm not. Hey, like you can do what you want your body. You can tap what you want.
Okay, yeah. Right now, I can't do any of that, no matter what.
No, yeah, you're tapped up right now.
Yeah,
so.
there's no license for that. I don't know if I ever if I have a get out of jail free card, I'm not using it for that. Jennifer Love Hewitt, maybe. Angela Bassett, definitely, without a doubt.
Oh, who was I? What was the black chick from the 70s that was she was like the superhero black chick?
You're talking about she was in all the blaxploitation movies.
Yeah. Oh my.
Angie something. Yeah.
What's her name? But anyways, oh my God, good looking girl. Damn.
Is that who should Peggy know to put her name on your get out of jail free card?
I just discovered her. I was flipping through some stuff and I saw some of the pictures and I was like, oh my God, she's a good looking girl.
You just discovered her from the 70s?
Well, you know, I wasn't, you know.
Yeah, you don't look at movies enough, apparently. If you're just catching up to movies from the 70s, what movie was it? People will tell us.
Oh shit!
What movie?
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier. Oh, okay, Pam Grier.
God, yeah, she's a good-looking girl. Wow.
Oh, you think so? Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, my sister kind of looks like Pam Grier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's kind of, you know, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Warnings, though, Walter. If you ever meet my yeah.
Sister alert!
Yeah, you know the line. You know the line.
I can look.
By the way, your sister's very attractive. I don't know if she ever watches these hangouts.
Yeah, you expected some big head Cro-Magnon looking chick, right?
A little bit. Yeah, when Walter and I went to SEMA, not this year but last year, I met his sister. He's like, "Yeah, you gotta meet my sister," and I'm thinking, yes, that's pretty much what I was thinking, Walter. You in a dress.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe you with some long hair.
Dude. Yeah.
But no, your sister's very nice, and she's a very nice person, and she is a fan. She watches. I don't know if she watches these hangouts, but
yeah, she watches my posts and stuff, the Instagram stuff.
She looks at the posts and all that, and I've seen her like it and reshare it and all that. So shout out. I don't know if we have a nickname for her or whatever, but shout out to her. She's cool.
Yeah. No, you're not going to see my sister. Sorry, Vortex.
Yeah. We're not showing pictures. Just take my word for it. I wouldn't lie to you. If Walter's sister looked like him in a dress or something, or with long hair, I would totally tell you guys. I would not lie to you, but she's very, very nice. So LV Louis Cypher says that his he says my upper spine is metal C3 T4. I could do a cameo prototype Terminator unit. Wow.
No, once again, that's not like, usually that kind of stuff is not.
Yeah, that's probably not, and that's also that's probably not fun. You know, I hope you feel good with that though. I hope it like gives you back mobility and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Sam from Forge from Freedom Guns and Gorillas and Guns says he seems like an awesome dude. He is a cool guy. So Opt Out of Gun Control says he would put in a minigun.
No, you're not going to see me in a miniskirt there. Shut up and play the guitar.
Yeah. Someone make a meme out of Walter. Let's see what Walter would look like in a Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Scary stuff.
You probably don't want to see that. Yeah, you don't want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I see if I see Walter's like white pasty calves, that is disturbing on its own. Yeah. What are you showing? Oh, the
more white pastiness. Yeah.
Yeah. How the hell do you live in Florida, man? And
the sun's not good for you, my friend.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you do pretty well. Like Babyface is pretty fair skinned as well, but he doesn't do so well in the sun.
I have 15 minutes out in the summer sun, and I'm starting to burn. So
yeah.
No, it's not healthy. Besides, after I did a lot of welding, TIG welding without wearing anything on my arms, and my arms took a beating for that. So I'm not. I don't want no skin cancer stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Gorillas and Guns says that's what happens when you spank the monkey too much. I'm not sure what that means. There's some stuff going on about stuff that people would implant. I'm like way behind on the chat here, so I probably missed a bunch of.
Okay. So what's up?
Pam Grier. Everyone was telling you about Pam Grier. Pam Grier, she's cool even nowadays.
Well, she's probably still a good-looking woman,
Yeah, but Angela Bassett, awesome.
I probably know who you're talking about. I can't picture her,
Yeah.
I thankfully for the interweb, I got to see Pam Grier at her prime, and oh wow.
Yeah.
Chihuahua. Yeah.
Pam Grier is pretty badass. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we were supposed to be talking about this 10 millimeter.
HiPoint.
Yeah, this HiPoint. First of all, by a show of hands, let's see who is let's see who hates HiPoints and who likes HiPoints. So let's do like an impromptu poll. Like everyone say either do you hate it, do you love it, or do you not care? So 3 choices: hate, love, don't care. Let's see what people have to say right now, and I will shout out whoever answers that question. Let's do that before we get into the thing. Let's see where everyone's at with HiPoint just on its own. So opt out of gun control says thumbs down. Okay. Warsaw Patriot says he doesn't mind, and that I'm seriously reading what he's saying.
And I don't actually either.
He says he doesn't mind. So Richard Hughes says don't care. Shut up and play a guitar says hate. Okay, wow. It just jumped with everyone saying. Like Michael Bender, hate, Imposter, love, E-Rock, 10 millimeter all day. So E-Rock doesn't give a crap. If it's 10 millimeter, he's happy. Yeah, Phil Bixler, hate. Lester Thornton, love, lots of love. Okay, cool. Tango Hunter says never had one to have an opinion, so he says don't care. Scott Kimball, don't care. What's a HiPoint from Joe Carpenter? Archangel says he doesn't care as long as it goes bang. So Valerie Shard 2 says meh. Hamburger Helper, I've been waiting on this 10 millimeter HiPoint. Okay, so there you go.
I see.
Warsaw Patriot says no hate or dislike. Mike Bryant says love to hate or hate to love. Hashtag HiPoint. Mr. 57 Bronco says don't care. Wardex, don't care. Recoil Junkie, don't care. I'll keep my Glocks. Chris Bullis, don't care. Okay, don't care is getting a lot of this is even jumping faster than I could read it.
So that goes to tell you.
Yeah, Mark Wagner, neutral. There's lots of that. So I think it looks like most people are neutral. There's a couple of people that do like HiPoint, and then there's Ryan Brown says love him. Mike Bryant says I think it's fine for what it is. What was this around? I never owned one. Yeah.
As long as you don't expect more than
Yeah. So Vanessa Kitty says how quickly do HiPoints break down? Not very quickly. It's not very easy to take.
You got to drive a pin out to take apart the hard.
Yeah, don't try to do it now, Walter. You're going to lose parts.
Probably so. Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know what you're doing when you take a HiPoint apart, you will lose parts. But the good thing about HiPoint is that they, because parts will just go flying all over the place. But yeah, they'll send you back parts and things like that if you can't find it. So Yeah. So Walter, so did you pull up an article on this carbine?
No, I have not.
It's on the Truth About Guns. Hold on, let me put this in
I've
the
seen it.
chat for you.
I saw it yesterday, but I didn't look at it. I didn't read it.
Here.
There must be a reason why they've done this.
I just put a link in the chat, and then I will go ahead and put it in the.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and put it in our chat for anyone who wants to see it, and jump in there and tell me what you guys think about it. So did you pull up that article?
Yes, I am looking at it right
now. Let's read it down for us and tell me what you think about it.
Oh, read it to myself or?
Yeah, or to us, or
Well,
so we can see what
I'll do a little bit of that. Let's see here. I'm kind of skimming through it to find the good stuff. Only $389.
10 mil. People have been the big.
What is the fantasy? Tell me what the draw is at 10 millimeter. I don't know, but I know that 10 millimeter is old school to me because that was early 90s, I think it was, or late 80s. The FBI adopted 10 millimeter for a while, and it was all the rage, and then boop, gone.
Yeah. So maybe let's jump into that first. Let's look up the 10 millimeter thing because I don't know what the big thing is, but I'm trying to. So how long has 10 millimeter been around?
Like I said, I don't know exact things, but I know it was.
Let's pull this up. 10 millimeter auto 10x25 official CIP nomenclature. It's a powerful semi-automatic pistol cartridge first developed by American Jeff Cooper and introduced in 1983 with the Bren 10 pistol.
Yeah, Bren 10 was what Sonny Crockett used.
Okay, cool. And it was its design was adopted and later produced by ammunition manufacturer FFV Norma AB of Amthors, Sweden or something. Never even heard of that. Okay. Although it was selected for service by the Federal Bureau of Investigation in 1989, the aftermath of the 1986 FBI Miami shootout, the cartridge was later decommissioned, except by the hostage rescue team and special weapons and tactics team.
Yeah.
After the firearms training unit eventually concluded that its recall was excessive in terms of training for average agents and police officers.
Checks.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, I've been to Quantico where the FBI guys train and stuff like that. So, and I know that they are deep into calibers. They do a lot of work studying different calibers and all that kind of stuff over there. So
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm getting back up here after I fell off the. There we go.
Yeah,
I hit the wrong button.
Oh, you dropped out?
You didn't see me go away?
No, I was reading.
I closed the wrong window, and it's like, oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah. So I was reading about 10 millimeters. So maybe people can tell us out there. I'm going to assume people like it because it's
more bang.
It's more bang. Like the folks that like the 45. So let's see what people say.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I had my choice, it's like, okay, 9 millimeter because it's everywhere. Next one down the line would be 45 because it's kind of everywhere. And then let's fill in the blanks with the, 40 cal because it's everywhere. And 10 millimeter, good luck.
Have you fired 10 millimeter before?
No. At that time when 10 millimeter was special, I am a pot to pee in. So
okay.
I had AK rounds and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I didn't have,
so let's do. Lola wants us to do a little poll here as we dig into this, and she wants to know. So same question that I asked about HiPoint. Do you like, hate, or don't care about 10 millimeter? So I'll go down because obviously people have been giving some of their opinion. Let's see.
What are they? I mean, obviously,
Miami Vice made the 10 millimeter popular. That's from Lester Thornton.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Obviously the HiPoint uses the HiPoint magazine, so you don't have mag issues there. But
yeah, Richard Hughes says it's more foot-pounds than a 45.
Probably so. Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
45 is kind of a you can see 45 going down range sometimes, but it's not that fast. So.
Yeah, Tango Hunter says there shall be no other relevant calibers other than 9 millimeter, 5.56, and 7.62 by 39 because I said so.
Don't forget 308. Don't forget 308. Don't forget 308.
Yeah.
Rounds are hard to,
yeah.
These exotic rounds are hard to obtain ammo.
Yeah, I mean, you see, but you do see 10 millimeter in the store. So I see 10 millimeter in the Big Daddy gun store. And,
yeah, it's just not that. I mean, it's not that. I guess out of a gun store, it's probably not that common, like a Walmart and stuff. I might be wrong. I'm not looking for 10 millimeter at Walmart, but I do go into Walmart and look at the ammo and see what they have in stock. And,
So Hawkeye says, I think 10 millimeter fans are 9 millimeter fans who got tired of hearing how powerful 45 was. Laugh out loud. Mike Bryan says 10 millimeter seems like the 44 mag of semi-autos. It's not practical for everyone or every situation, but cool for special occasions.
Special occasions.
Yeah.
Like when you have Lowenbrow and stuff like that, you have some.
Or when you have champagne. I mean, Lowenbrow. Lowenbrow, that's a special occasions in your mind.
Remember that was like the commercials, like, Lowenbrow.
Okay. I'm not that deep into beer, so. Archangel says the 10 millimeter is great to drop bears, hogs, and bad guys. So he's obviously a fan. Tyven Show says 10 millimeter is only coming back around in popularity because Mac is talking about it. He says a 22 can do the same job. That's what Tyven says. That's debatable. 22 Magnum. I'm not. 22 is dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Nobody wants to be shot by 22.
No.
And all that kind of stuff. 22 Magnum doesn't get its due. Yeah, but I don't know. And I think 9 millimeter is the perfect round if you ask me. So pistol caliber round. Yeah. So
just say this: Safety Harbor Firearms is not going to be doing a 10 millimeter carbine.
I'm sure people are asking that question.
No.
Yeah. So your answer to that is no. Is that what you're saying?
Well, where are you going to get a 10 millimeter magazine from?
I don't know.
Well, maybe I can find the hidden lot of Bren 10 mag somewhere, but I don't know. I mean, does Glock make a Bren 10 millimeter mag gun? So
a Bren 10 still being manufactured?
No.
Let me. No. Who made the Bren 10? Hold on, I gotta go look that up.
You gotta do some research there. I'm not sure.
Bren 10.
I'll look at it.
So I know it's a cool round. I know my brother Anonymous, and he's gonna watch this, and he's he's a fan of the 10. He keeps telling me 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter.
Yeah, just because Mac's saying that. Yeah.
I don't know if it's because Mac is saying it. I think Anonymous spent some. I mean, it's probably partly because of that for sure. But he spent some time looking into things. But
the Brent 10 pistol was made by Dornis and Dixon Enterprises.
Okay.
From 1983 to 1986.
Wow. So they only made that gun for 3 years, huh?
That's probably about the time that Miami Vice was on.
Oh, okay.
In that same time frame, yeah.
Yeah. So the whole thing, if you look at this let's read this article. New from HiPoint, 10 millimeter carbine. HiPoint may not be glamorous, and they may not be able to spell muzzle. I don't know where that comes from. But making functional firearms at the lowest possible price point doesn't leave a lot of room for cocktail hours, spa treatments, and industrial designers. It looks like they do, however, listen to the gun buying market, as they've released something many have clamored for many years: a pistol caliber carbine in 10 millimeter auto. HiPoint distributor press release, and more photos of their 10 millimeter carbine follow. So then there's a bunch of pictures. It's $38.99.99. This new carbine will shoot much higher dollar carbine. Will shoot with much higher dollar carbines, and of course will send the bullet just as fast. HiPoint began work on this project in the spring of 2017 due to customer demand for an affordable carbine platform chambered in this powerful pistol cartridge. When a 10 millimeter round is fired from a barrel several inches longer than a handgun, the velocity, range, and energy really jumps up, making the carbine so powerful it's even legal for big game hunting in some states. That's interesting.
Yeah.
This new carbine chambered for the potent 10 millimeter cartridge will make a lot of buyers happy, says MKS president Charles Brown. Is that who owns
Must be
HiPoint? Okay. Tough, reliable, and accurate. It fits the bill for a robust, reliable, and accurate firearm that delivers excellent performance. So listen, I think that's smart of them to like try to reach out to what people are asking for, right?
Yeah. If people are asking for it, then hey, more power to them. You know,
yeah.
I hope it works for them. Probably, we'll have to swing into the HiPoint.
Yeah, LV Louis Cypher says he's a big 10mm aficionado.
Yeah, but how many will go to the dark side?
Yeah,
and get a HiPoint.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. I think it's good for them to do it. I think it's a good price point.
Yeah, oh yeah, you definitely. That's a good price point for sure.
Yeah, so let's see what Tyvan's saying, because Tyvan said something and it got blocked. Look at it this way: if you shoot a bad guy with a 10mm, you do not want them to die right away, or shoot them with a 22 so you can talk to that person and tell them how bad a person they are before they die. Whatever, Tyvan, that's so crazy.
If I got to shoot the bad guy, Tyvan, he's going to get double or triple tapped, and he ain't going to be talking after I fucking get tapped.
Yeah, I'm not even worrying about all that. Listen, so I think that just like we were talking about people having the right to body modify, I think there should be all kinds of calibers, right? Because that pushes forward innovation and all that kind of stuff. And people seem to like the 10mm round. Yeah, maybe we're not big on it right now. Who knows? That might change.
That Okay, I read up on the Bren 10 while you were going the other way. And I guess the Bren 10 is a modified or increased in size, basically a CZ75 design.
Okay.
So, and I guess what threw them off, I always say the hardest part about the Bren 10 was the magazines. They were having the magazines made in Italy, and the Italians seized them as war materials or something. And so that screwed up their whole people getting mags, and people canceled orders and they went bankrupt. So that's what I'm surprised. I'm surprised somebody else hasn't came back out with a Bren 10, because a lot of the old guns are new again. They get recycled, and that would probably be popular.
Yeah,
it's done properly. It's brought back to market properly.
Yeah. So Mike Bryant says, and this is a good point. He says, I hear a lot of people like the HiPoint carbines. No one who owns them seems to complain. I don't know. We haven't done a torture test on a HiPoint carbine. I've never owned one. Have you?
No, never. I've been around them and seen how they're made and stuff, and I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Quick says 10mm is for guys that like to wear camo Speedos at the beach. Justin E is in the building. He says, what's up? He finally made it here. So I think the 10mm, lots of people like it, so that's good. Companies should make things that they think there's a demand for. You're always taking a risk. And I think that obviously from 2017 to now, and HiPoint's made one, that's pretty quick. I don't know how much big changes they had to do to fill that. And do you see anything in there about what magazine and all that? I'm sure it's proprietary.
Yeah, it's probably there. It's like their handguns are all HiPoint mags.
And I know that there's kits that people make for the HiPoint carbines. So what I don't like about HiPoints is they're incredibly unattractive. They work and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how they would really be like long term. I think in the long term you may have problems that develop with them, especially since they're not easy to clean. So if it's not easy to clean, people probably don't clean it as much and all that kind of stuff. So maybe a kit for it will make it look better if you care about that sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think once again, the HiPoint falls into that where somebody has just enough money for that and they want a carbine and it does what they want to do.
Yeah. So what's the price of 10mm? Let's look into that, because that's a big thing. I mean, if you're going to buy a HiPoint carbine because it's cheaper, you better not, because if you're that person who's budget conscious.
Well, you got a Toyota Corolla with a 454 in it. You just can't afford.
Yeah, it's like So let's see, like 10mm ammo. What the general cost of 10mm ammo? So let's look up somewhere. I don't know where folks would think would be a good place, but let's look at Midway. So Midway has
that's a good place to go.
Like 20. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, it's on the Truth About Guns too.
Yeah, I'm seeing it's like 33, 36 cents around, kind
Then I
of.
see something on the Truth
47 cents around.
I didn't see this.
There's lots of different kinds, like defensive. Cause I'm seeing some defensive that's $1.65 around.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get the fancy stuff.
Yeah, for the defensive. So, see, that becomes another question, right? If your budget, if you care about what it's going to cost, you know, E-Rock says expensive, expensive, expensive. So if you care about what it's going to cost, do you really want? Are you going to get the HiPoint carbine, or are you going to get something a little bit higher end, or a lot more higher end?
You don't have a lot of choices probably for a 10mm carbine. I mean, you don't. I mean,
yeah. Philo says, "Stole my comment." Damn, Hank, that's cold.
I don't want to. I'm not changing the subject purposely, but I just happened to go on the Truth About Guns, and it says DOJ ATF to reconsider whether ban the bump fire stocks. So
yeah, man, we've got all kinds of things that are getting. Where do you see this? Firearm blog?
No, that's in the Truth About Guns.
Truth About Guns. Okay.
So I guess that's coming back around or something. I don't know.
Everything's coming back around. I mean, we've got these two bills: the Reciprocity bill mixing with the Nix fix and all that kind of stuff, and you know, so that's interesting. And I'm pretty sure that if that's why there's folks out there encouraging that you guys push back against it. I think that these politicians, it's not just Democrats that want to mix those two bills. So I think Republicans really want to be able to say that they did something, and they're going to mix these bills. And then, yes, a lot of stuff is going to come back around. And what I worry about is that if they think they have a chance of mixing these two bills and making it happen, that they're going to add things onto these bills. So
they very well could do that.
Yeah,
like a bump fire thing or something like that. So
you really, really, really want to consider what's going on with that. Where was this? Where was that article?
That was in the Truth About Guns. Right below the HiPoint article.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah. And then you've got like New Jersey that's trying to put a thing in effect and make you a criminal just because you already own one.
Possess one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's all insane.
Possess a piece of plastic.
Yeah, see, as dailycaller.com is reporting, the DOJ and ATF are taking a fresh look at whether to ban bump fire stocks in the aftermath of the Las Vegas concert massacre. Excuse me. As part of the ATF's review into bump stocks, it plans to publish a notice that would eventually appear in the Federal Register seeking public comment. The legal analysis will revolve around the definition of the term machine gun and whether the bump stock falls in that definition. That will probably depend on what the meaning of is. And you know what? This is why people thought what the NRA did when they came out and advocated for this, that was really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know, and this goes back to that. Everyone was like, "Oh, these guys are geniuses." Yeah. Now, because they thought, "Oh, they're pushing it back to the ATF, and the ATF already said that it was legal and we can't do anything." Yeah. And now they're coming back around to it, and they're like, "Yeah, you know, this they
were geniuses.
You know, we might want to change the law on that." And anytime this kind of stuff happens, look at what they're saying here that they're looking at. They're not looking at bump fire stocks. They're looking at what constitutes a machine gun. That could be really, really wide ranging. That could be a very wide brush that they paint things as a machine gun. We've got things like the, you know, the binary stocks or the Echo 2 trigger or this thing or that thing. Lots of things can get painted as that. So,
well, you know what?
Not a good idea.
You know what? Until I know what happened in Las Vegas for real, not what you're not being told. I mean, let's not talk about any of it. Release all the info from Las Vegas, every drop, and then we'll talk about bump fire stocks.
Yeah, Kentucky Firearms Network says NRA made a video today saying Nix fix wasn't bad. What do you think? I haven't seen that video, so
I can't say.
Yeah, it's tough to say what we think about that. Let me see if I could try to pull that up real quick here while we're doing all kinds of things.
I want to watch if Dana Loesch is doing it, you know.
You said that's the only time you want to watch?
Yeah, I only want to see her stand there and get mad. I like to see her.
Yeah, and let
mad.
us know where you saw that video. Is it on their YouTube channel? Where is it? Because I'll be hunting here, and NRA usually takes a long time. So I see there's a video called Demand National Reciprocity.
Yeah.
I don't know if that video has anything to do with what you're saying.
You probably heard.
I don't know. Can you hear that?
Passed the Concealed Carry Act of 2017. The bill would solidify our God-given rights to protect ourselves with a firearm, to be able to carry a firearm across state lines with reciprocity, the law of the land. The importance of this bill passing cannot be overstated, and the timing could not be more urgent. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and our time is now. I am urging each of you to contact your representatives and demand the Concealed Carry Act of 2017, H.R. 38, be passed. The Capitol switchboard number is this, 202-224.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the video that he's talking about. So let me know, who was it that was telling us about that? Who said that? Who was it that brought that up? Kentucky Firearms, let me know. It's on YouTube. So is it this video, Demand National Reciprocity, Kentucky Firearms? Let me know before we waste a bunch of time listening to this this NRA dude talking, whether, you know, if my time is worth listening to his diatribe here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to mix these two bills. And, you know, listen, we've been hearing, I mean, I think Mac has been trying to tell you guys that Republicans and the NRA are behind mixing these two bills. And so for me, the thing that I worry about it, that mixing these bills and putting all kinds of things in there and what gets added to it and all that, is let's make these things really simple and let them live on their own. Let this Nix Fix thing live on its own, and reciprocity live on its own. Don't mix it because you know, if you think, I think more people in America would want reciprocity. So if you mix it, you're going to bring down the reciprocity thing. I think there's more people in America that don't think we need to do anything extra to fix the Nix check. You know, there's already a law there. It probably shouldn't even be there, but it's there. Just follow that. Why do you need to fix it? And what goes into that bill of fixing it?
Yeah.
You know, so,
yep, I agree with you.
So, okay, he says he tagged me on Facebook. Okay, I don't know how much that helps. Now I got to go look at Facebook and figure out.
Facebook?
Yeah, well, Walter, you carry everything right now. You, my friend, have the world on your shoulders. You carry this, you know.
Oh. Well, carry
okay, it's called Setting the Record Straight, Nix Fic and the Concealed Carry Act. It's the same dude.
Oh.
That same guy, but I don't know if it's the same thing. Let me see. I can't really hear what it's
trying to divide us in an effort to scuttle.
Here, let me roll this back. You guys can hear it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna like put up the video anyway because the NRA is very litigious. I've already gotten emails from their asses, from their lawyers, I should say.
Yeah.
So, but let's just listen to what this guy has to say.
Self-defense bill in the history of the United States Congress is about to go to the House floor for a vote. As you can imagine, those on the left are trying to divide us in an effort to scuttle national concealed carry reciprocity. We cannot let that happen. If national concealed carry reciprocity becomes law, it will give tens of millions of Americans the right to protect themselves in a place where right now they can't. The bill has been combined with the background check fix bill, commonly known as the Nix Fix bill. Is it perfect to combine the bills? No, but there is a reason behind it. To garner more votes to send a strong message to the Senate. This is what America wants. As with any massive and all-important bill, emotions are running hot. That's actually understandable. But sadly, some are spreading misinformation and even false accusations. Congressmen are being duped into regurgitating inaccurate and bogus talking points. One claim was that the Nix Fix bill includes, get this, Obama-style gun control measures. Let me make this perfectly clear. It does not. I have spoken to pro-gun experts and our friends inside the NRA's Institute for Legislative Action. People like Chris Cox.
So this is what's going on here. So basically, the NRA obviously is behind this, and what they're trying to do. I'm not going to go into the whole thing there. We can do that later, and we can do it behind the scenes. We should probably bring up the Nix fix and see what's in there right now. But my thing is, why do these two things have to be the same thing? They don't have to be the same bill. I mean,
if the Nix fix is so fantastic,
too much work to just do them separately and let them live on their own?
Why can't it stand on its own then if it's so great?
I think what's happening here is that the way the NRA always works.
It's feel-good stuff is what it is.
Yeah,
they're gonna make these people, oh, you fixed the background check system at the same time. Oh, you know.
No, here's the problem with the NRA. This is how they, in my opinion, right? This is my opinion. You can obviously tell me yours.
Yeah.
I think the NRA, they get together, they decide what they want us to do, and then they try to convince us to go along with that. It's not like they ask us or they talk to us or they even consider how we think about things. They decide how they want to do it. They go, oh, this is a good way to go. And then they go that direction. That's why we have the ATF and the DOJ looking to reclassify what a machine gun is and make it even more difficult now. So you have to jump through hoops to get a machine gun. That's already bullshit. And you saw that these folks from the NRA saying that they support that. They support the machine gun ban. And now they're trying to make the definition of what a machine gun is, even wider, right? That's happening, and that's happening because of what they did before. That lots of folks went out there and said, "Oh, this is genius," and so now what they're trying to do is convince you of more genius and more geniosity on their part, instead of trying to find out from you what you believe and what you think, And that's my problem with them. What do you think, Walter?
Yeah. Close. I mean, but like I said, though, that if they attach that, then it's this thought that somehow these people like Congress they did something good, they made it harder or they made it better or whatever. And the only thing they're doing is just add more verbiage to something that already exists. And you're not making anything any better. You're not going to fix anything. You're not going to stop crazy people. So, you already have the Nix check thing, and you already have all these laws that don't prevent anything anyways. So why do you need more? You don't need more.
I don't think we do. And I think they're moving further and further away from us. And yes, I think politically, they're just a political machinery now because, or just a political mechanism now, which probably be better grammar. But I think what they're trying to do is just win a political battle. And they're like, oh, if we mix these things, are you fucking crazy? Who actually believes that they're going to mix these two things? And Democrats and some Republicans still don't want this. They want gun control. What makes you think they won't go in there? First, we accept, oh, yeah, go ahead and mix it. Then they mix it. Then they add shit to it. Like,
then you get nothing.
Put this on there. Or what you get is worse.
Right. Yeah.
What you get is worse. Like when this whole thing happened in Vegas, they should have said, we already have laws. It's already illegal to murder people. There's all these laws that we have, and none of that would have stopped this. Stop trying to push that agenda.
Trump kind of said that. Trump kind of said that.
He did, and then the media kept badgering him.
Well,
he opened the door, and then the NRA jumped right through the door and was like, "Oh yeah, let's do."
Well, once again, it's all feel good stuff, and feel good stuff doesn't fix anything. So it just makes you feel good for a few minutes, and then you're miserable again. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Time will tell.
Yeah. I'll just say that if anyone, the way that I look at it right now is we can go look at the Nix fix and see what's in there. We can go look at HR 38 and see what's in there. But do you think these dudes are just going to copy and paste the Nix fix into HR 38 and then not copy and paste other shit in there?
Well, yeah.
And then make it a more complicated bill? And then the next thing we know, you do not want to create something that you have future presidents, future administration
that can change things.
Yeah, using to fuck you over.
Even harder.
Yeah, you do not want to do that. I think these things should let these things stand on their own. If they want to deal with the Knicks fix, the thing that's going on here is they know that we're not going for the Knicks fix nonsense.
Right.
They know that. So they're like, oh, let's mix those two things together. Then we'll look like we're doing something and whatever.
Well, it feel good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something right now, man. I'm happy with them doing nothing. Okay? It would be great to get reciprocity. It would be great to get, suppressors off the NFA, all of that. But a lot of times you're better off with these bastards leaving things exactly as it is and having gridlock in Washington, D.C.
I'm not holding my breath on any of it. So,
yeah.
I went over to Facebook, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
You got the deal you posted up there from Brownells for that for the Zenith, Z5K.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a deal. That's less than I paid for mine.
Oh, really? You like that? Huh?
I paid like $16.25 for mine, and you got that for $15.20 there.
Wow, that's better than wholesale because you got yours wholesale, right?
That's a freaking awesome price. I'm telling you.
That's all Lola. Lola, Walter loves your deal that you posted for the Zenith. But, and he's throwing kisses now. Watch it, Walter.
Watch it, you. But no,
sisters and wives, Walter. Sisters and wives. No.
No, that's a good price. If you guys are looking for one of those Zeniths, that's a good price. Because the guy that I bought mine from, he had a good price.
Yeah.
And he's like a guy that cuts you a better deal than the advertised price. He's a dealer down in Key West. But yeah, that's a good deal.
So anyone looking for that deal, and if you've got $1,500,
it's a lot of jack. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is, but it's a freaking awesome gun.
I tell you what, that little gun, it looks like it's awkward to shoot, but
it's easy to shoot. We shot. Did I put out video of that yet? Probably.
I don't know. After you shoot that thing, you'll never mess with this. Well, I know there's a lot of CZ love out there, so you won't have sex with your CZ no more after you shoot that.
It's nice. I mean, yes, it is. Like with this deal that Lola's got out there, it's $1,500.
You can get 2 CZs for that, but yeah.
But if you're looking for something really cool, it was really nice, and it would be great to SBR or put a pistol brace on it. Yeah. And I think Walter, you're working on that. So that's
coming soon. The Safety Harbor Firearms.
I think somebody was saying to you yesterday. Someone was saying, "Hey, hurry up with that."
Oh, I'm hearing you, sister. I'm hearing you now.
Oh boy, when you start throwing the shoulders and all that around, it's dangerous.
Get the finger up, like.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Schmeggy42 says, "I want a FK." I guess it's called the Bruno, but it's BRNO.
Oh, frick.
I don't have $8,000.
That's like a down payment on a small house, man. Come on.
Yeah, I posted my pictures I have of that, by the way, on Instagram. I think it's on my Instagram and on my main Facebook page.
Yeah. That's a super cool pistol, but not $8,000. Sorry. No.
Yeah.
You can get a machine gun. You can buy a decent machine gun for $8,000. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, look. I think there's always a market for everything, right?
Oh yeah, it's a high end. It's a connoisseur gun. That's what.
Yeah. Now here's the problem. See, when I saw these guns, I could have shot them, which is really crazy, because I met Rob Pincus at this event in Atlanta, the Black Guns Matter event, and he had these 2 guns. He had the gun that he's been designing, the Agility, the Diggity, something like that is the name of the company.
Diggity.
It's a pistol designed by Rob Pincus. It's like a single stack. It's really light.
Okay.
And I like the feel of it and everything. And then so I handled that and dry fired it. And I did the same thing with the Bruno, which it's really nice, man. It's a really nice gun. It feels like $8,000.
Right.
And I didn't know any of this when he just came and was like, "Oh, here's this gun.
Check it out, man."
Yeah, and he was like showing it to everyone. He went around to make sure it was like safe, and we all verified it was safe. And he was like, "Hey, check this out." And I thought, "Wow, this gun's beautiful. It really is beautiful, and it feels good." And I was thinking, "Wow, this is a movie gun right here."
Probably will be.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was $8,000 because guess what? If I knew it was $8,000, I would have gone straight to the range
and shot it
and put some ammo down range on that bad boy.
Because that's got a funky caliber too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I don't know whether or not he had the ammo. I don't know what the ammo costs. So I don't know. Rob Pincus is probably not watching this, but I am in communication with him now. I'm going to try to get him to come on the show. I'm going to try to get my hands on that Bruno.
I saw an article about it and I read it and I was like, this is a cool gun. And then I was, but it's like, it's not $8,000 cool. Not for me anyway. So, you know, it's.
Yeah. No, I understand where you're coming from. I mean, you know, this is the thing with some of the guns, right? I don't know if the gun actually costs $8,000. Some people have a deliberate marketing thing that what they're going to do is make this a really expensive gun so that the really wealthy guys buy it.
It's exclusive.
Yeah, exclusivity. That's not the most expensive gun I've ever handled, by the way.
Oh no, all you gotta do is go to SHOT Show and go in the Parazzi booth and hold a $100,000 shotgun. And then
that's cheap. That's cheap. That's like a HiPoint of shotguns.
Well, yeah, but you can spend a lot more in the Parazzi.
No, the 100,000. Yeah, I've held. Lola and I held. So how many? What was that? Like $2 million. Those shotguns we were handling at Standard Manufacturing.
Oh, that's crazy shit. There, yeah.
Yeah, they had like a couple of. It was in a case and everything, and they were like, "Oh, we'll take it out and let you." I was like, "Yes, please."
Let me touch it.
Yeah.
I guess I'd get more excited about holding some, you know, rare machine gun than I would.
Would you drop? Would you? So okay.
Okay. Would I spend $100,000 on a machine gun?
Or on any gun?
I would spend it on certain machine guns, yes. If I had it to spend, yes.
What machine guns are you buying for?
Something German. World War II.
Oh, like a Sturmgewehr?
That's not that
what
much.
It costs? Oh, okay. I was about to say.
They just one at auction. The one just went at auction for $23,000. So, but I've seen them for less than that. But like the FG42, the side-fed magazine with the scope and the whole, a really nice one, that go for $100,000 sometimes. So,
yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people. Like someone says they want a Fostec SBV, as we do all. MG42 minigun, STG 44.
Yeah. Those kind of guns that's swing, but
yeah,
because they're
so you're only spending that on machine guns. So what's your limit of your price for other than machine guns? Just like regular rifles, regular handguns. How expensive are you going? $2,000?
I spent $5,000 on one.
What was $5,000?
That was a semi-automatic FG42.
Oh yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah.
The one I brought out to your house that day and I forgot the magazine. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to revisit that. Yeah.
Yeah. Will Killer says second minigun.
We won't get a minigun. We won't get a minigun for that.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Do you have a mini? Wait. Do you have a minigun?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say you didn't let me shoot the minigun.
Well, minigun. Yeah, you can spend $100,000 on a minigun probably easy. So that's once again that's because it's there's not that many of them out in private hands. So. Yeah, I mean, there are some guns, but not something that was, I don't know. I guess put together yesterday. You know, I don't know. Gotta be something.
I think. I'm trying to think of. Well, have you ever handled the Cabot guns? Those are like those are expensive 1911s, and I think they've got cheaper versions now, like $2,000-$3,000, but. Their entry level price used to be $7,500.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's some really
which I've seen people say no way in hell.
Yeah, and that's for 1911.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Now I am gonna get in on the CMP government surplus 1911s when that happens. I'm definitely gonna be in the drawing for that, without a doubt. So.
And I think we were going to talk about that, right? Because you wanted to go over exactly how that all goes down. So how does that go down? Let's switch gears into that right now, because we'll talk about guns that we can all never afford.
Okay.
Until the cows come home. Let's make a pact. If anyone watching this right now wins the lottery, and you win like $100 million, I don't care if you win 20 million, you got to send some money to me and Walter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just and we will totally buy guns with it.
And put that in a box and just mail it. Don't make it official. You hear me?
Oh, well, what are you saying?
I don't want to pay no. And anyways,
yeah.
I'll meet you someplace at the gas station and we'll swap up. Oh, so CMP. This is how CMP works. And for people that haven't bought anything from the CMP before, it's really easy. You have to. What they're going to do with these handguns is they're going to be doing 2 background checks on you basically when you buy it from them, and it's going to have to ship through a dealer. When you when you bought M1 Garands in the past, or like M1 carbines, they would do the background check at the CMP, and it was shipped right to your house. So because it already been checked out. Because they're handguns, they're gonna do it differently this time. It's got to go through an FFL, but you have to be a member of an organization. Okay, if you have if you were in the service and you got a DD 214, which is your discharge, honorable discharge stuff, that counts. A member of a shooting club or a type thing, which is easy to do. You can join one here in Florida for $20 a year. I can tell you about that. What is it? Concealed carry qualifies. There's some hoops you got.
Oh wait, so if you have a concealed carry, you can just order this thing?
That's one of the things to line up for to get all your ducks in a row. It's on the CMP website if you read.
So you have to have multiple things or just one of these things?
Proof of citizenship, like driver's license, passport.
Okay. But how many of these things do you have to have? Do you have to have like two?
Yeah. Well, you have to have one each of the things.
Oh, you have to have all of this.
Then there's a form you got to fill out to get notarized, saying that you're who you say you are. That's easy. Go to the bank and they notarize it for you. No big deal. Or you go someplace. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Royal V gave us $2. Oh, excellent. So that he could say, Hank, my Glock is bigger than yours. Okay. I'd like to know exactly what Glock you have, because I got that Mandingo Glock.
You rocking that 10mm Glock?
I got that Mandingo 100mm.
You got the 16-inch guns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know. I'm just kidding.
So basically,
I have too much Indian blood to be Mandingo. I'll tell you that right now.
There's some basic hoops you got to jump through, but they're not that tough. The hardest one is if you don't have concealed weapons permit, and you don't have. There's one that you can get it. You can get it if you just look through the things and you really want to do it. People over 60 years old don't have to have a lot of the stuff anyway, so they get I guess they get the old person qualification. But and then what they're gonna do this time. Normally with the CMP, you'd pick out the grade of the gun you want. You put certified funds in the mail, and you mail to them.
I hate to cut you off, Walter.
Go for it.
Real Cujo gave $10 to say HKs are better than Glocks. For me to say that.
Man.
Thanks a lot, Sean. I really appreciate that. You made me say HKs are better than Glocks. Damn.
I would, if you held.
I'm saying that because
you hold an HK up
money. Yeah.
If you hold an HK up next to a Glock, yeah, the HK is a nice looking product. Not that Glocks aren't either for all you people that are Glock guys, but higher end looking HK, finish wise, HK. Cooler looking markings on it, little proof marks and stuff. But that's just.
I don't see the HK like that. I don't see the HK that way. Like the VP9, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not ugly or anything like that, but I think Glocks are elegant. I know people think they're ugly, but I don't. And I carry my revolver says, "Is it just me?" But Glocks are beautiful. Yeah, I think they're elegant. I'm not saying necessarily beautiful. They're kind of like a Sigourney Weaver. You can't say Sigourney Weaver is necessarily beautiful, but she's elegant. You tap that, especially like Alien.
Sigourney
Weaver, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I'm not trying to say she's horrible nowadays. We're all old, me included. No, but she was like, especially back in the 70s, that's elegance. Right?
Okay. You can use that word.
So that's how I see the Glock. I don't think the Glock is ugly. I think it's really simple. And sometimes beauty is just that simple, like the girl next door.
Simplicity, yes.
Yeah.
So this time around with the CMP, though, they're gonna hold kind of like what we did when we gave away the Krebs gun.
Oh, okay. Hold on, Walter. Before you get deep into this, this is good. This is getting worse.
What happened?
Okay, Royal V gave $2 for me to say Glocks are sexy smiaches.
Smiaches.
I don't even know. I don't even know what a smiach is, but he gave $2, so Glocks are sexy smiaches.
Smiaches. That's kind of like a biatches. I don't know. I don't know either.
Yeah. Okay. So
anyways, normally what the CMP would do is you pick out the grade of gun you want, you send them the money, you mail it in, you get your gun. This time around, because there's been such a and they used to, and the CMP with the Garands and M1 carbines would let you buy up to 8 of them a year. So this time around with these 45s, there's such a, I think, going to be a high demand that you're going to get 1 a year, and they're going to only have 10,000 the first time around. So you mail in your application, they're going to put your names in a random computer program, and it's going to draw your number or your name. Then they'll contact you, and you'll pick the grade of gun you want. So if you get picked first or toward the top, you'll probably have a chance to get maybe the nicer guns. As you get down toward the very end of the spectrum of the abdominal track, you're gonna get the sloppy seconds. So and to be honest with you, I mean, you know, I just want to. I'll take a rack grade gun, or I'll take whatever.
But you're saying there's only going to be 10,000. So 10,000. If you're not a member of this group, you can't do this whole thing.
Well, right? If you don't jump through the hoops, you won't qualify. And that's just to keep the riffraff out. And I understand that. Because it's supposed to be a civilian marksmanship program, not a mail order gun shop. And the really high end, if they get these really collector grade guns, which there could be some really early guns in this thing. They're going to go to their auction site, because the CMP has an auction site for the high end stuff, which they did with M1 Garands and like sniper guns and stuff like that. So
on the auction site, you could just bid. You don't have to.
You can bid on it, right? If you're a high end 45 guy, and you want that rare.
So you think on that auction site, what are they going to be going for? Like 1,000?
Oh no,
2,000?
The guns that'll end up on the auction site will go for more than that.
Really?
I think probably. I have a feeling that they're probably the rack grade guns, which are the lowest ones, will probably start in the 5 range, 455, and they'll progressively go up. So yeah, I mean, it all depends. You know, if you got a couple dollars stashed away and your number comes up, you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get my paperwork all figured out and get it sitting in an envelope waiting to go.
When you're getting your paperwork all put together, can you do my paperwork?
Yeah. Well, I can advise you.
I'm serious. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're FFL and I'm an FFL, so
yeah,
you're just going to throw in a copy of your FFL in there, and it's going to come right to you, and that's it. So.
Oh, so I don't have to jump through all those hoops.
Well, you do, because you got to be a member of the organization.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you got to walk me through how to become a member of that. Remind me.
And it's all on. I can give you the name of the Florida Sport Shooters Association, I think it is, and they're a group that actually has meets and shoots and stuff like that.
Okay. But, yeah, we need to get when is this thing going to happen? When everyone gets eligible?
They're saying once the firearms are transferred to them, once they actually take possessions, it could be upwards of 150 days, whatever that means to sort.
So we should just get our acts together and have everything all lined up, and then as soon as the alert goes out, jump on it.
Right. I would advise everybody that wants to do it to have all your ducks in line and in an envelope waiting to go with a stamp on it, because there's no.
Oh, you have to mail this?
Hello. There's no emailing. It's all old school. Put it in an envelope, mail it.
Can you express mail it? Will that help?
I don't know if you.
Do they accept it? No, they're not, or they're not signing for like FedEx.
I don't know about that. I didn't have to read the thing again, but so yeah, they don't want it where everybody gets a fair shot at it, basically. So,
okay, well. Yeah, we do need to get lined up and ready for that.
I'm gonna do one, and I know definitely I
think Babyface wants to get in on that.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, I mean, just well, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And remember, and don't cry too bad if you don't get one the first time around. They've got, I think, over 100,000 of these things. So.
Yeah, but you're saying the first ones that come out will be the best one. Well, the best ones are going to auction, and then there's going to be
out of the group of 10,000, the best will the collector.
Oh, okay, but in the next group they could still be good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah. There's some argument here about Glock. So like Highway Run,
we got him going again.
Is elegant. Glock is just ... Warsaw Patriot says the Glock is boxy like the car Kia Soul. I don't know if I agree with that. I'm not saying like CZ is sexy. I would definitely tell you that a CZ is a sexy gun. What is that?
That's HK.
Yeah, that's an HK. Yeah, see, that's not.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how a Glock is.
This is boxy. This is boxy.
Yeah,
It's not that sexy. This is business sexy. That's what I call these things.
You know what's sexy to me? A pistol, the Steyr. The Steyr is sexy too.
Oh yeah, those are good looking guns
too. Those are sexy. But guess what? The Glock to me is like a Porsche, and a Porsche is not attractive.
Oh, whoa!
You know, but it's like a Porsche. No, a Porsche is not.
Whoa! Porsches are awesome.
There's some Porsches that are very, very sexy. But a 911 is not all that sexy to me. Sorry. I mean, and I like Porsches. I'm not trying to say I don't.
Well, now,
but
if you consider sexy the value of it.
Yeah, but I could have bought
like an air-cooled Porsche, air-cooled 911. Those things are real high dollar.
No, they're cool. They're cool cars, but I mean, it's not that far off from a Beetle. You can't say a Porsche is sexy. So it's the thing with a Glock. Like I'm not gonna say a Glock is sexy, but it's
okay. Okay, Porsche guys, forgive Hank. He didn't mean to say that. It's like a Beetle. He didn't really.
How far is it off from being a Beetle?
He didn't mean that. He really didn't mean that.
I meant it. I totally meant it. No. Don't try to save me.
I got to go to the Stargate. Somebody says I'll pull you out a 356 Porsche out of this.
But what I was gonna say though is that I see a Glock as being like a Porsche. It's just simple design. That's the thing about the Porsche. It's simple, elegant design. Okay, they don't take beauty, they don't take form over function. Function is always number one with Porsche, and it's the same thing with Glock.
That's a Germanic thing.
Yeah, so that's the thing that I think. It's just a real, like I think the Audi is. I've been looking at Audi TTs for a long time, right? Yeah. But I didn't like them. You know why?
Why's that?
You know why I didn't get one? Because Audi TT used to look like a freaking Beetle. It was too rounded.
I like that look, actually.
You like that? Oh, yeah. I don't like that.
I actually like the way the Beetle looks. If it was
I like a Beetle. My dad owned a Beetle when we lived in Nigeria. It's nostalgic and all that for me, but
yeah, I mean, even the ones that all the chicks drive, the first generation new one, which are typically a girl car, like a Miata.
I would rather have a Miata than a Beetle.
Well, yeah, and now because they're cool now, but
But the new Miata is a completely different beast from the original Miata.
Oh yeah, the MX-6.
It looks elegant, like the design, and that's the thing I think with the Audi, with the new Audi. Audi's doing really good. I mean, okay, Audi never had awesome design back in the days, but like the Quattros and everything, those are just badass.
Yeah.
Because it was a Quattro, and you saw it, doing rally racing and all, on all of that. But now their design is really sexy, man. It looks a lot better.
Yeah.
And there's some very beautiful Porsches out there. The new what's the hybrid one? It's not new. But I'm trying to remember what it. Huh?
The Panamera?
No, not the Panamera.
Panamera is a sedan. I like the Panamera, Lola, by the way, actually.
Yeah, Lola likes it. I think it's okay. I'm trying to think. What's that? Hold on a second.
That's the stuffy rich white guy car, the Panamera. Well, it don't have to be a white guy. It just got to be a stuffy rich guy. Okay.
Yeah, and Audi has a version of that, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, the big sedan like that. I don't know.
Audi has a big, massive sedan like that. I'm trying to. What is it?
It's the Cayenne e-hybrid.
No, the Audi has. No, that's Porsche. Yeah, that's Porsche. Okay. No, the Porsche that I think is it a 918. I think it's the. Hold on. What am I? I'm trying to find the one that I'm talking about so I could.
Somebody's asking me about gun stuff that I don't know about, which is completely possible.
What are they asking you?
About the HS Precision HTR. Oh, heavy tactical rifle. Okay.
Oh, it's a Carrera GT. Even the 918 Spiders and all those, I think, are sexy from Porsche. But just a regular Porsche is not like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure those HTR rifles are good rifles. I just don't know that much about them.
The HS Precision HTR. What do you think of
yeah, that's it's a professional kind of bolt action rifle. Yeah.
I carry my revolver. Says his first vehicle was a Huffy. Lots of people.
A Huffy, yeah. I knew people had Huffies.
Will Killer says a Mercedes C63 AMG estate wagon.
There you go. Wagon, that's cool.
I like the is it the C63? I think the AMG Black, the coupe. That's freaking awesome.
I see him every once in a while. I rode in one in Las Vegas one time. It was one of the big Lexus sedans that's got the ginormous back seat area, and I was really impressed by the size of the back seat. I can't remember the model number, but they're pretty cool. Oh, look at this.
Mel Matrix says, I love my CLS 550, just hate the factory rims. Yeah, I don't know what the year that is, but nowadays these companies are making better factory rims. So
yeah. Hey, I just see a thing on I've got on order one of those the Hill and Mac Gunworks STG 44s.
Right. When is that coming in?
Well, I don't know. It's supposed to be soon. They posted another video of it up on Facebook of shooting. So
okay.
So they're
Music Lover wants to know, what do people think of Beretta FS?
FS, the Beretta FS. Beretta, I'll have to look at.
Ryan Brown says 1939 Duesenberg.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, the one that Hitler owned, right? Or something like that. No.
Marcus Taylor says the AMG S65. Yeah, that's the one, I think, the coupe.
Oh, so the Beretta FS is a pistol, actually. The 92 FS?
Yeah, I think, okay. Doesn't Babyface have one?
I have a 92. I like the Beretta. It's cool. I mean, you know, another classic design, the Beretta is.
Yeah. I like Berettas and stuff like that. They're just usually too big or too expensive, and overly. They got too much stuff. I like stuff simple, man. I don't like a whole bunch of safety crap.
Yeah, I'm not for my handgun being covered in safeties. I mean, it's not not necessary.
Yeah, I carry my revolver. Wants to know if I have a custom Glock. No, I've got the only thing I have like that is the Glocks that we've built from the ground up kind of thing. But I don't have like a custom Glock like these really expensive Glocks out there. I don't think I'm gonna drop that kind of money. Right? I prefer just a regular Glock. I have every 9mm Glock for them. I think I don't have an 18C obviously, but I have a Glock 43, a Glock, I've got a 19, 34. I got a 34,
man.
Yeah, 29, 26, excuse me. Not, yeah, 26, 19. And I've got 2 or 3 17s. And I think I got like 3 17s and 3 Glock 19s. And they're all just regular. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of all the like super customized Glocks, and and to be honest with you, even the ones that we build up, where Babyface and I are going to be doing some videos coming out on this soon. The ones that we build up, the people who make you think that it's easy to get an 80% Glock and build it, I don't think they're being 100% honest with you.
It's all dependent on your level of
proficiency, skills.
Yeah, you could use those terms. Yeah, I mean, some people are more mechanically inclined than others, or your knowledge base when you start is less than some other folks. So when you get done, you might know a lot more than when you start.
Yeah, I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I think it's a great exercise. I think everyone should do it multiple times. Right. Every time we do it and we make a video, we learn stuff about these things. We learn how it looks simple. Everyone thinks a Glock is simple. It's not freaking simple. So I'm just telling you, when you see people like, oh, I built this Glock in like 5 minutes and it works. It's awesome. I don't really believe that. I'm just telling you.
I haven't done that yet. But I've done other things, and I thought it would be easy, and then it's like, well, why isn't it working? Why isn't?
And you're a manufacturer, and you have understanding.
Or the first time you build an AR-15 and you fire it for the first time, and it don't extract, or it doubles, You know, you get two and you're going, well, what the hell's going on? You know, it's like,
yeah, but how often? So which is easier to build, an AR-15 or a Glock?
Well,
80% Glock.
I haven't done the Glock 80% yet, so I can't tell you.
I'm going to tell you right now, AR-15 every single day, way easier to build. You have less problem. You know, you could watch someone's YouTube video and follow along and build an AR-15, and it's going to run fine if you know, if they knew what they were doing, and you're and you know, you're okay. Tyvan's texting me something like, "Get a real truck." All right, Tyvan.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, bless your heart. Go ahead. You tell him. He wants me to get an Oshkosh. He wants me to get one.
Oh, yeah. He said
one of these bad boys. Yeah, I would totally get that.
You know how ginormous that truck is?
I would get it. You know.
When I bought those Mark 48s that I have, they were selling those at the same time, and I could have got one of those at the same time for about the same amount of money. They're an awesome big ass truck. I mean, if you just want something to impress. Yeah, of course you got to have some place to park it and all that.
I would totally make that. That would be my end of days truck.
That you put I would do that if I got one and it didn't really care. I'd build me a camper and stick it on the back, and it'd be ridiculous.
Drive around the world. Okay, remember when we were at SEMA, we saw that truck that went. What was that thing called?
It couldn't turn. They had this like $1.5 million.
What was that built on though? Was that built on one of these or no?
No, it was a smaller truck than that, but it had such a shitty turning radius. It had to back about 3 times to get out of its parking spot. So that wasn't what I would call a escape vehicle, so to speak. I mean, it'd be a little hard to escape when you got to back around 3 or 4 times to get out of your parking spot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Tango Hunter, it says EDC with a Glock 19. Music Lover says my purse carry is a Shield 9. Okay, there you go. Is Music Lover, are you like, I'm trying to figure out here from this comment whether Music Lover means purse in a facetious way, like it's a dude, but he's saying his purse carry is it, or is this a woman who purse carries the Shield 9? I'd like to know. I want to know about our female fans.
Yeah. LB Louis Cipher mentioned that it's easy to put an AR together because there's so much info out there on it, and that's true. You can go in. Well, when I started doing it, there wasn't like videos on YouTube, so you kind of had to figure it out. But now you can look on. Okay, why your gun's not extracting? Try this.
Well, also, I mean, I think that I'm just going to tell you that I think that people are making videos about these 80% Glocks, and they're cutting out a lot of stuff, or they're not really shooting these things.
Have you?
You know, we're actually building them and actually testing them and seeing how, like, okay, can we take this gun, build it, put it together, and boom, it's reliable. You know, can you actually use it? Is it as reliable as a Glock? And I'm telling you, you could buy a Glock, take it out of the box,
and be done with it.
And you don't even have to clean it up and lube it again, and you can just run a bunch of ammo through that. And if you build a gun and you can't do that, and you have to constantly go in there and file this, that, and fix this thing, you broke this thing when you were putting it, this thing happened or whatever. That means that it's a fun exercise, and everyone should do it because it gets you to appreciate how freaking awesome. That's why I compare a Glock to a Porsche. It's not as simple as you think it is.
Well.
Right? When I said a Porsche is just a Beetle, you were like, whoa.
Oh, no.
And by the way, I would love to have a Porsche. You know, I would love to have one. So,
yeah, no.
So E Coco says, why do you think so many people diss guns that aren't combat worthy? Can't people own some guns for recreation, not just?
Yes, they can. They should.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm staring at. Well, I got the HiPoint. I got the Ghetto Luger, which is kind of a work in progress. I got all kinds of stuff that I wouldn't call combat ready. You know, I mean, most of these people that think it's combat ready.
Yeah, Music Lover says female. Okay, awesome. I'd love to know that we've got some women watching. That's nice.
That's cool.
Good to know.
No, I mean, you know, if you want to go,
I've got two women that watch this. Music Lover and crap. I'm forgetting. Oh, Vanessa Kitty. Yeah.
Well,
so there's 2 ladies that can actually watch Hank Strange. Yeah, and hang out with us. Obviously, Lola, we forced Lola to watch this though, so we can't count Lola. She's under restrictions of what.
Killer watches sometimes.
Yes,
oh, that's true. Peggy. Oh, yeah. Peggy Killer. Also, we got 3.
Yeah, I don't know if she's watching now.
The ladies are in the house, and none of these ladies have been sexually harassed in any way. Let's keep it that way.
Oh, I don't know. I think
except Peggy Killer Keller has been probably.
It's an equal exchange of that around here. So.
Oh, okay. Well, not by the rest of us. So let's keep it that way, respectfully.
You know, comes around, goes around here in the Keller house. If you're gonna, which is good.
Yeah, you better be nice. If I want to eat, I have to be nice to Lola, or I have to make my own food, or go buy food. Usually, just being nice to Lola is a lot easier.
I said, "What's for dinner? How about some breakfast?" Sounds good. Boom! Yeah. I whipped it up.
Yeah. TKO 593 wants to know what Lola carries. Lola carries a minigun. Yeah, she wishes she carried a minigun. Lola carries a shield. She likes the shield, and she carries a Kel-Tec P3AT when she's trying to be all sexy and wear tight jeans that don't have damn pockets. Women need to start wearing pants that have pockets, for crying the hell out loud.
Make pants with pockets.
If men make pants with pockets, you're still not going to use it.
Yeah, but it'd be printing all day long with them guns stuck in the pocket. You know what I mean?
Music Lover says, I'm too old to harass. No, there is no such thing as too old to harass.
You can always have the spirit.
You just heard us talking about Sigourney Weaver, for crying out loud.
You got to have the spirit should never leave your body. That's what I'm saying, you know.
Highway Run 77 says, I'm a lesbian too. Seriously? Highway Run? Really? Marcus Taylor says, I'm a lesbian. Behind enemy lines says, I'm a lesbian. Okay, the truth be told, I'm a lesbian also.
Lesbianic tendencies.
Hashtag lesbians in the house.
What is this about? Who's screaming salute? An American gun chick once in a while. What now?
What happened?
Oh, she watches every once in a while. American gun chick. When she has some.
Oh, yeah, that's true. American gun chick.
When she's got a signal.
Yeah.
They're on the road all the time, so who knows? Yeah.
Yes, they are. She is on the road all the time. But she does watch us every now and then, I hear. You know, like she's working on stuff and she's over there and she hears my big mouth or something, or I say something crazy.
Yeah.
Yuri Modin says, I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. Totally.
You know, speaking of that idea, that concept, somebody in our family's husband decided he wanted to be a she. So once he became a she, he still liked girls. So it's like,
yeah, there's lots of definitions nowadays of who you are.
Yeah, I mean, he had the whole, it had the whole thing done, you know.
Oh, wait, he had his junk snipped?
Had the gimmick cut off, yes.
Never giving up my junk, man.
But then,
never, for my cold dead hands, my guns and my junk. still
like the chicks though. So it's like
why would you cut your junk off and then you let your okay, well, whatever.
Look like a lady.
You could be. Listen, I'll tell you honestly. All kidding aside, I believe in freedom. People can be who they want to be.
Yeah,
I 100% support that. This is America, and the one thing about America is you can be who you want to be. As long as you believe in freedom and guns, you're okay with me.
Well, that still goes for him too, or it too. So like I said,
she's a gun person.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
I don't have to. Once again, I don't have to be like.
So how she wants to be referred to as she?
No, it's a she. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So there you go. So she just was like trapped. She was like for real a lesbian. She was a lesbian trapped in a man's body. So she went full lesbian.
Lesbionics.
And had the junk cut off. What about boob implants?
I don't know. I haven't. All I know is
you didn't check it out. You didn't look under the hood, Walter.
The offer was made actually.
Oh,
you want to see? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I have a very vivid imagination. No, I don't need to.
So you would rather let your I don't even like the fact that you told me about this. The way my brain works is I'm gonna be thinking about this for days.
I mean, I know how they do the whole process with the cutting and folding and all that stuff. I'm a mechanical guy. I understand how it works, but I don't need to see it. So
I can't even think about it. I'll tell you something. Lola is always wanting to snip my dog's junk, and I'm like, Not gonna happen.
The dog. Well, that's a reproduction thing. Yeah. So
no, I don't care. I'm not allowing it. I refuse to allow any man.
Well, he's not roaming the neighborhood though, is he? No,
No, I got a fence and everything. Keep him in there. He's cool.
Yeah.
But I refuse to take his junk off, man.
Oh, well,
that's just not right. I don't want to be responsible for that. You know, I believe in karma. So, you know, if I was born a human being and not a dog, if I was born a dog, I would not want somebody taking off my junk.
Yeah. No, he's not running around making little crazy dogs. So yeah, no, he's all right.
Yeah. Louis Cypher is asking some kind of question. Did the carpet match the drapes?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry we got off on this subject, but
yeah, absolutely. And then someone Warsaw Patriot says, "I hope American Gun Chick is a woman. No offense, she has a big, beautiful nose. I think she has a cute nose.
She's all girl. There's no.
She is super chick. She's super chicked out.
You see
she's a woman trapped in a woman's body.
Yeah. Bless her heart. You see that? You see her video where she was with the old guy and shooting the 44 Magnums?
Which you talking about 1911? No, Big Daddy Hoffman?
Yeah. He was shooting. She was shooting his Desert Eagles.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
And she got a jam. She cleared it good. I mean, she's got.
Yeah, listen, people think that American Gun Chick is just like a gun bunny. She's cute, and you can't take that away. I mean, you know, what? Right. Dude, I wish I was like a cute dude. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had muscles and like an 8-pack or something, you know, and I was all sexy with long flowing locks and all. I would be totally playing up. You see me out there washing my car all the time and doing all that sexiness stuff so I can get more subscribers. So you can't hate someone for being cute, but I think she legitimately, seriously is into guns. And when she hangs out with us, she comes across to me, I think you too, Walter, as a serious gun person.
She's
learning.
She's evolving. Yeah, that's but a lot of guys are the same way, to be honest with you. A lot of guys fumble around with the guns, and at first they don't know, they're sweeping across them. They're doing all kinds of goofy stuff until they learn, you know. So I'll give her credit, you know.
Yeah, well, she's learning. She's learning. She's getting training. She's always open to talk about stuff and all that. Right. So, you know, I like her. I think that she's cool. And also, I could tell you guys something right now. There's lots of women out there in our gun world that people think that they're just gun bunnies, and they're badass shooters. They know. Look at Rachel B. Man, she's badass. Yeah, she could shoot. You know, she's beautiful. She could shoot and all that kind. She's incredibly. I would say I would put her in the nerd category. You know, and there's lots of people out there like that. Lots of women that I meet that they're attractive, and yeah, they're in guns, but they're a badass. So don't, you know. Yeah.
No, that's
And so what if you're a gun bunny? It's okay.
Yeah, you know what? You know? Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. We got to have all types.
You know, there's some out there I've seen on the internet. I'm like, oh, holy cow, look at that! Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy cow, look at it again.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, I think American Gun Chick is working pretty hard, you know, to learn about guns and all that. And she's very honest. If you look at her, you know, when we did a video with her called "Is American Gun Chick for Real?" In that video, she answered some tough questions that I asked her. She wasn't offended or anything like that. She straight up just dealt with the questions, you know, like what we're talking about here. And you have to respect that. And I think that that's someone who is working really hard to do this. And also, she's not doing it for your freaking benefit. I think she's doing it because she's genuinely into it. So that's you know, I don't know if that's like an endorsement, but that's what you know, that's what I think about that particular situation. So
no, I'm with you. She's
cool. Everyone belongs in here, and there's nothing wrong with being hot. Because I really wish I was hot. You know?
Well, you got, okay, look.
Listen, when I go, like I was in Atlanta and I went to this range and everything, and the only people who wanted to talk to me was dudes. You know, which I'm not mad about it. I'm happy to talk to my people. You know, I'm happy to talk to gun guys and everything, and for them to appreciate all the hard work that we've been doing, right?
But she just wanted to fraternize.
But there's no women over there like, damn, you know, the Hank Strange is real sexy.
Man, we gotta go get up next to him.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. And if I could, I would totally take that.
You're not demo ranch or dancing gear.
Yeah, Lola's saying I'm.
Ranch. You're not demo
Yeah.
ranch.
Oh, do you hear what Lola's saying?
Guns and gear.
She says I'm not demo ranch and I'm not guns and gear. So I guess those are the sexy dudes. You left one out. What's that? That sexy guy that you follow? That's a gun guy, and he was washing his car, and it was a huge video.
Oh, GY6 vids.
Yeah, GY6 vids. I'm no GY6 vids, I guess.
About him.
Lola knows all the sexy dudes. Do you notice that?
Hey.
Yeah.
You all know all the sexy chicks. You know about Rachel B 3333333.
No, that's by accident. That's not because I want to know.
Yeah.
She walked by the table at shots.
That's like an accidental.
You're forced to know.
Yeah, you know, I have to know that for business purposes.
Yeah, sure, Walter.
No, she walked by the table at Knob Creek. She was on a mission. She was going somewhere. So
Yeah.
I didn't like, hey, you know, it's like, no.
Yeah, no, she's cool. I mean,
she's all right.
Yeah, she's a cool chick. Sometimes she doesn't even notice me. I see her places and she has no clue. And then I'll see her somewhere else and she's like, oh, what's up, Hank? She's always nice. I'm working right now. Actually, today I was editing the video of when I went to Brownells. Remember that months ago?
Yep.
That I went to Brownells? I actually have a video and it's really long right now. I've been trying to cut, it's hours and hours. And I've cut it down to about an hour and a half. So I got to keep cutting it down. But there's a bunch. Lola wants me to cut it down to 30 minutes. I don't know. There's a bunch of cool stuff in here. There's like a whole bunch of gun guys and girls in there, and there's all kinds of shooting that we're doing and all kinds of awesomeness. And I don't want to like break it up or anything like that. So whoever doesn't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it when I put it out. And it's not going to be an hour and a half. I'm going to cut it down more than that, but it's really going to be worth it. And you'll see some stuff in there of what I'm saying that, you know, there's some beautiful women out there that are into guns, but they're real gun people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm using Adobe Premiere. Yeah. Why? Who's asking you about that?
Richard Hughes.
Oh, okay. So I guess Richard Hughes wants to know what I use to edit, and I use Adobe Premiere because Final Cut is bullshit. Adobe actually develops Final Cut, so that should tell you something. And because Apple doesn't develop it, they gave that over to Adobe, and that's why it doesn't have big updates. I think eventually Apple is really just going to do iMovie, which is a good thing. If you're like entry level, you can use iMovie on your phone and on your iPad or whatever, on your computer, so it's all good. Mac. I use a Mac, Richard Hughes. He's asking if I use Mac or PC. Yeah. So there you go.
PCs are allowed in your house. Tell him that.
Well, I can't say there's no PCs allowed in my house because I have Macs, but the kids have PCs.
Yeah,
that's true.
So
I have both.
Yeah,
actually,
I can use both.
There's a Mac right here and a PC sitting right next to it. So
yeah, and you know that's like PCs are getting better and better. I mean, I could use a PC. I could build. You know, back in the days, I used to build my own PCs.
Actually, this one's a Tough Book, which is a Panasonic Tough Book, which is you know, for you guys that like military grade stuff, they're fine.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. Yeah. But my brother is a consultant and a computer consultant, and he, you know, he taught me a long time ago how to build PCs and do all that kind of stuff. But I just find Macs easier, and I'm doing so many things that I don't have time to fight with.
Right.
So that's the problem, I think.
What was this about Glock? And
yeah. Brian Quick says Apple is the Porsche of Glocks. Oh, wait, hold on. What is this? Apple is the Porsche.
And the PC is what, a Hyundai or something?
World. Yeah, he says Apple is the Porsche and Glock of the computer world.
Oh, yeah, okay. He's combined the two together, so he's got some love going your way.
It's kind of true though, because it's simple. It's simple and elegant. So if you look at a PC, like a PC laptop nowadays, like a gaming laptop, it looks all badass and you know it's ready for games and it's got a big massive screen and it's cheaper than getting
on it and everything.
Yeah, it's got all kind of crazy lights and everything to attract who buys that. The kids or some nerdy dude that wants to play video games, which I'm not knocking you for being nerdy or wanting to play video games. I'm a nerd, but you know, I like the simple elegance. And also, you can buy a Mac, and it obviously when you go sell it a couple years later, it's worth less.
Yeah, you can.
But a PC devalues really fast.
I mean, the Mac I'm on right now is I've had for a while, but we we took the hard drive out and put a digital hard drive in it. Mm-hmm. So we took the conventional one out, put digital, and it runs just like new. So
yeah.
What really sold me on the Mac is I saw it one day on a show how they made the chassis in China, where they machined out the chassis out of aluminum, and I was like, I want one. So
yeah, well, LV Louis Cypher says Apple fucking sucks ass. I've been in the IT business since 1989. They suck ass. Okay, so here's the thing. For me, I use Apple stuff because it's just easier. So I've tried to use Android devices for my phone and stuff like that, and obviously my phone has to be able to do videos, and I have videos on my channel that came from Android devices that are big, but I hate those videos. The video sucks, the audio sucks, all that kind of stuff. So Apple devices just work with video better. It works with the things that I need to do better, so I don't have to fight with it. Yeah, but if you, huh?
I said the artistic.
Yeah, for the artistic things that I want to do. I think a lot of that's changing. I do think the PC stuff is getting a lot better, and I may transition over because Apple's getting just really ridiculously expensive. And then also they're starting to care less and less about the creative person like me and just care more about some like old dude who doesn't know anything about computers. And notice I locked it on Walter.
It's what? Oh.
But yeah, it's becoming so I think that it's kind of going the other way, that PCs are getting better for doing creative things, but I find like with a PC you got to fight with every damn thing, you know, if you're trying to be creative, right?
Oh yeah, see, I don't do it for that stuff. So I mean, I've used the Movie Maker and thing on PC, just goofing around with stuff.
Yeah.
So you're not using the onboard Mac software for doing your editing. You're using something in addition to the.
Well, yeah, I use Adobe, which comes in the cloud, but I can use Apple stuff. I've been using Macs for like 20 years, 20-something years.
I found the Apple stuff on the thing sometimes I was trying to do the simplest thing, and I just couldn't get it on the Mac, where I get on the PC and boom, done. So I don't know.
Yeah, I've been using computers for a long time, right? Since I came to America in 1983, been using computers. You know, I'm deep into it. I'm a nerd. I used to use like cassette tapes to back up my work, save my data on cassette tapes. I go way back. You know, I could program in BASIC and DOS and stuff like that. So I understand all of that. My first Mac was a Quadra. I think a Quadra 660 AV, if you want to look that craziness up. And that's from somewhere in the 90s. So, you know, just for me, I just go for what's easier. And I find a lot of times, like on a PC, you have to fight with everything. Just like with Android, if you use Android, it doesn't work perfectly with everything. But I'm not saying that Apple's perfect either. They have lots of problems, so it's not guaranteed. I think the perfect computer system is not out there yet, and maybe eventually it will happen. You know, maybe someone will merge it like Reciprocity and the Knicks bill. Let's not start that fight.
Yeah. It's like Macs. Is that like a East Coast, West Coast thing? You know, like, anyways.
Yeah,
Macs,
well, you know, I mean, Macs are just getting ridiculously expensive now. That's really true.
Oh.
You know, Apple is just really getting insane. What, you want?
All right, somebody, Wardeck says Gorn.
Go, okay, Walter, that's your job. You get the.
That's my job tonight.
Yeah, Lola took out something, but it's the same thing that I showed you guys before, which is the XAR, which I showed yesterday. I don't know if anyone saw it, but it comes in two different ways. It comes in a Pelican case, and then it comes in this Hazard 4. This is the evac sling. So, which by the way, Hazard 4 is pretty awesome. I like these Hazard 4 bags.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go mobile here.
Okay.
Let's see here. What can I drag out? Let's see here. Anybody might have a little bit of interest in. Let's take a look.
Let's see what's behind you. Let me look at this.
What's behind me? What's behind me?
See a Give me the rocket launcher.
What movie is that from? What's behind me does not matter.
I don't know. Is that from Spaceballs?
No, that's now I can't remember the name of the movie either. One of the car movies, like where they're racing across the country.
Cannonball Run?
It might have been, yeah. What's the Italian guy in the Ferrari? What's behind me does not matter.
Okay, well, I think I see some rocket launchers behind you.
Well, there's that stuff. That's the standard equipment stuff. Yeah. for those who haven't seen this stuff before, the RPG type stuff.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Yes.
That's so awesome.
Oh, awesome sauce.
Yeah.
This is actually an RPG 2 launcher with a 7 practice rocket in it. So it's,
Yeah. Can you put it over the shoulder like how the, you know,
like
how they use it
or something?
Huh? There
Okay.
you go. Boom. Yeah, that's how you do it right there.
Okay. So now that we've
It's not loaded, people. It's not loaded.
Nope, it's inert. It is not a live round. Don't get all excited. I know better than that.
Is that military art you have up on the wall back there?
Actually, it is. This guy that does this stuff, he let's see here if I can.
I don't know if you can take the camera over there. Can it reach?
I won't get probably. I'm pulling it out. I'm pulling it out. That was a good.
Yeah, they'll pull out on us.
No.
You're better off taking those off the wall if they can come off the wall, but if not.
Yeah, this guy is a guy that's done a lot of stuff for. If you see the let me see, like on a website, like on International Military Antiques website, some of the drawings of soldiers and stuff. He's had stuff in Shotgun News for different advertisers. Those I bought at Knob Creek one year.
So those are cells. Those are cells of his artwork.
They're actually are prints. They're signed prints and stuff. So
cool.
So one's Russians, one guy in the middle is German, and then the one on the end are 2 Americans.
And do you know the guy's name? You know what his name is?
Off the top of my head, I don't, but it's yeah.
Okay, someone wants to see the 20mm Lottie.
Oh, you make me do like a workout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on now.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, here it is right here. Oh, there. 20mm.
The 20mm.
Shit, piss, and corruption. Oh.
This is fun. I love it. Look at that thing. Oh, that's so freaking awesome. You should get that implanted in your arm. You got big enough arms for it.
I have to get a go-kart to 4 wheels on my arms. So
yeah.
So
wow.
The crank is to cock it. Yes.
Yeah.
For those who
Tango
don't...
Hunter says Walter likes to play just the tip with his RPG. Wardeck says I love the 20mm.
Okay. I had my workout. All right, let's put this back. So if I don't drop this thing.
So ML Matrix says, is a Serbu single shot 50 BMG worth it? I don't know. I've never shot one. Walter, have you ever shot one of those things?
Not if he's talking about the RN50. I don't have any knowledge about the RN50.
Yeah. So I mean, we could knock it or whatever, but that really just would be a waste of time. I mean,
the BF50, for those who don't know, back in the day, I worked for Serbu, or I worked with Serbu, I like to say. And I built a whole bunch of those when I worked for him. The BFG 50, it works fine. So you know, I actually have one in the safe that as he would turn it into an employee gun. But but anyways, yeah. So that's my my Serbu experience. So
yeah, I carry my revolver in single action. Says, damn Walter, you have some cool shit.
Well, you know, some days, yeah. So let's get let's finish off the 20mm thing. We really need to finish it off. I'll get to it here shortly again, but 20mm barrel.
Yeah, the barrel. Somebody wants you to SBR that barrel. SBR on that bad boy.
I would. I'd be happy if it had happier if it had a shorter barrel, but
hashtag big barrels.
Big barrels for everyone.
Yeah, I got your big barrels. That's very cool. And we still have, like right now at this point, even though we're winding down the show, there's still 110 people watching us live. That's freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much for like hanging out with us. We're just over here winging it, saying whatever the hell we want to.
Yeah, we're just
opt out of gun control says shit now. That is a burl.
That's a burl, son.
Yeah, LV Louis Cypher says burl. Burl Gorn says Screaming Skull Saloon.
Barrel Gorn. Yeah, that's not very exciting.
Yeah, Vanessa Katie said I programmed the Commodore 64 for Pfizer Corp back in the end of the 80s.
I had I didn't have a 64, but I had a 128 for a while. And that was actually a pretty capable little computer for what, you know.
Yeah.
for what it was.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah,
that had a like a cult following too. The Commodores.
Yeah, I remember those. Jackson Ullman says that's how we roll, and Mel Matrix says best shows when we just wing it. And best live gun show on YouTube. So thank you for that. That's very cool. Tyven Show says all 110 people still watching. You all rock. I don't know how can I say it, and like I can't do Tyven's you all rock. No, that's not good either. I can't do Tyven's accent. It's too only Tyven can do that craziness.
He's got a unique drawl. Let's say that.
Yeah, I can't do Tyven's thing.
I do get a kick out of watching Tyven in his when he's gaming. I do enjoy that. I mean, I don't do that stuff. I've been tempted.
You're addicted to this now. You should actually get on there and game with them. Yeah,
it looks like fun because all I do is ride around and crash into things and get killed and stuff. But
the Jackie Bear says no, you rock, and Recall Junkie 1981 says we rock this house.
It's all because of you guys. That's right.
Yeah,
that's all.
Absolutely. Yuri Modin says you rock with a R-A-W-K. So it's like rock, like a mohawk. Rock
like a mohawk. Yeah. Bloody.
So I should have said Ara. R-A-W-K. I had a friend of mine that was from like West Virginia, and he would always say Ara.
Ara?
He wouldn't say R. Yeah, he said Ara. He also said garbage.
Garbage?
Like he would say, go take out the garbage.
The garbage?
Yeah.
And where was he from?
West Virginia.
They say garbage in West Virginia?
Yes. Yeah, so it's weird. Yeah.
For those who don't know what this is a CZ-27. And this one was built during the occupation when the Nazis were running Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
This is a late war gun, actually. This is one of those ones I found when I went to the Tulsa gun show one year. This pawn shop had a whole table of guns just like they'd taken in on pawn, and they were just cheap handguns they were trying to get rid of.
Right.
And I'm looking across the table, and I'm like, oh, they were all $50. Everything was $50 on the table. I'm like,
oh. Speaking of which, this the thing called a CZ Shadow 2. Oh, yes, there is.
CZ Shadow 2?
Yeah, CZ Shadow. The reason why I'm asking is because Big Daddy Guns was telling me they've got a couple of CZ Shadow 2s.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I don't know if anyone's looking for those. I know those are not easy to find.
Oh.
It's supposed to be like a unicorn kind of thing, getting your hands on it. And I don't know if it's spoken for.
They're not made.
I know they have that.
Oh, sorry.
That's a low blow, Walter. It's a low blow. Mike Tango 6 says, Hank, I enjoyed meeting you at the NRAAM this year. Okay, that's very cool. Hopefully I'll see you next year. I don't know. The NRA might not allow us to go.
I got to call those guys because I haven't heard anything back from them about tables. So I don't know if I'm going to. If I don't have tables, I'll just go with you and go out to NRA and goof off.
Yeah. But, yeah. Justin E says, we ready to go wabbit hunting now.
Wabbit?
And yeah.
Wabbit hunting?
Yeah. And David Bays says, hey guys from Kentucky. So there you go. Yuri Modin says, I want a CZ-75, but I'm invested in 1911.
So do I.
Yeah. Highway Run 77 says CZ Shadow 2 drooling. So if anyone's actually interested in those, you should get in touch with Big Daddy Guns. I think they got 2 that came in, but I don't know if those are spoken for or not. But hey, call them up. They're good guys, and even if they're spoken for or someone orders them, because if they're not spoken for, they're not going to be there that long. But Big Daddy Guns can get their hands on that kind of stuff. So
yeah, they must get stuff allocated, as they call it in the business.
Yeah. They buy a lot of guns, man. Big Daddy Guns is really big. They have a really nice store here in Gainesville. The other day I was doing a radio commercial for it, which I hear that radio commercial is actually playing on the radio, but I'll probably never hear my own damn radio commercial because I don't listen to the radio.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah. Huh?
Whose fault is that?
I don't listen to the radio, so
okay.
Whatevs on that one. But
what's I gonna think?
And we've got like 115 people still watching us right now.
Excellent.
So yeah. So Lola says we got to wrap up. Okay, Walter, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this is a Nazi produced one. when we're running things. It's a late war gun, so there's a really basic finish on it. You can see machine marks. Definitely not up to the German cracking the whip on the factory thing, because they're probably getting bombed at the same time. But and I found it for $50. It was on the table for $50, and I didn't realize it was really German until I got back home and I started looking at it real close, and I was like, "Oh, look at that! I can see eagle proof marks. I did good."
Yeah. I think that's a good job. You always find cool guns, Walter, you know, so this is what you got to be out there hunting.
Always on the lookout for the pistols, you know.
Yeah, you know, you're not finding me as many bullpups as I thought you would find, but whatever happened to the dude that had the arm pistol? Well, maybe we should talk about that off air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah,
exactly. All right.
I couldn't, after I told you about that Turkish bullpup 20 gauge shotgun. I guess I sent you the link. I couldn't find it for my life on my computer.
Oh, the 20 gauge one. So what? I'm supposed to send? Do you need me to resend that to you?
Yeah, I got to find out who's actually selling that. I don't know who's selling it.
Oh, you couldn't find anyone actually selling it. Okay.
I couldn't find the link after I sent it to you, so I don't know what. But anyways, that's
we'll do that. All right. So what do you want to remind the people out there before we wrap this up and get out of here, Walter?
Oh, we're still taking orders for the CZ stocks. We're turning metal. If you guys are looking for a CZ Scorpion Evo stock for the tail hook, I'm going to be news today. I'm going to be soon selling tail hook braces. So, if you guys, I don't.
That's nice
right now. So don't hit me up for it right.
Yes, they're not in stock at this moment. They're not in
stock at the moment. But I did talk to the gods of tail hook today, and I will be a tail hook dealer here. Or selling them with stuff, so it's coming, just not quite yet. So
yeah, shout out to Gearhead Works. Those are the guys that make the tail hook.
Yep. I talked to the man over there today, and he likes my stuff, and I like his stuff. And
really, you like his stuff, and he likes your stuff, huh?
Yeah, it sounded weird, didn't it? But
yeah,
that's the way it is sometimes. But yeah.
So
yeah, I'll be doing those pretty soon here. Facebook, Instagram. I didn't get to post anything today on Instagram. I feel bad, I don't know what. I got to work.
That's cool. You can always post something tonight.
Yeah, I guess.
After you get off here, you can post something.
I'll take a picture. This cool.
Yeah, and for anyone who has Instagram, Walter's Instagram is Safety Harbor Firearms. So just search Safety Harbor Firearms. I'm on Instagram as Hank Strange. You can always follow us. I also do the Instagram for Big Daddy Guns as well, by the way, in case you don't know that. So I post on both of those things.
You're posting all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes I post unique stuff on Big Daddy Guns, and it's not on Hank Strange. I don't post the same. Sometimes I share some stuff that I post over there or whatever. But if you ever notice the dude who does the stuff for Big Daddy Guns, is a black guy. That's me. That black guy.
Oh, those hands I see in the hand.
That's me.
Yes, that's nice.
So there you go. Okay, so that's it, right? Nothing else you want to talk to the folks about? Are you coming back tomorrow?
Yep. Am I coming back tomorrow?
I don't know. No.
Lola
says no. Lola says tomorrow is Kevin Dixie and 13C gun reviews.
Oh, well, tell him. Yeah. Tell him I'll be lurking. I'll tell you what. I'll be out there.
Yeah. If you want to come hang with us, you can.
All right, we'll see what's going on.
Lola says she was just trying to give you a day off. You've got a lot of stuff going on.
I'll see how my significant other's feeling tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I hope she feels better. On my part, I want to thank everyone that's been hanging out with us, watching the show. It's been really good. Even though it's just me and Walter chatting, sometimes that's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
So thanks to everyone in the chat. Thanks for everyone who's watching and thumbs up and shared and all that kind of good stuff. I want to remind you guys that we're sponsored by Safety Harbor Firearms, Rand CLP, Andrews Custom Leather, who we need to get Sam Andrews to come on the show.
And
Big Daddy Guns, right there. Those guys, Big Daddy Guns. And of course, we're also sponsored by our Patreons. We're Patreon/Hank Strange. We appreciate everyone for coming on there. We've got lots of people coming on board and helping us out, and we really appreciate it. It helps keep everything going here in terms of like buying stuff, ammo, and going to the shows and doing all that cool stuff to keep this crazy train rolling down the tracks.
Rolling down the rails on the crazy train.
There you go. That's Grammy Award material stuff right there. So all right. So thanks, Walter. Thanks everyone for joining us. We're out of here. Peace.
See you later.
We're out to here.